Ladies and gentlemen, as you expected, I am here with John. John, go ahead and make your presence felt.
What is up, guys? The time has finally come. Summerslam live reactions with my boy Eon Izzle. Ashton, I am excited for tonight.
Absolutely, and right now the pre-show is on. It is 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Antonio Cesaro versus the U.S. champ, Santino Marella. A lot of people say he's a disgrace. I personally don't mind him all that much, but I do hope Cesaro gets the win here, if for no other reason, because then I'll be able to say how right I was.
Absolutely. I mean, you know I'm pulling for Cesaro here as well, Ashton, but I've got to give Santino a compliment here. I'm seeing some great mat wrestling from him in the early going. I think his two consecutive losses to Cesaro, and there we go, it dies. I was going to say I think Santino's taking this a bit more seriously, but of course we will always see those little bit of comedy elements from the Italian stallion, Santino Marella.
Yep.
And, I was thinking about this today, and, we were talking about the character of Santino. I think on either this past episode of TWitWoW or the SmackDown one last week, but who knows, maybe all these losses will lead to some kind of character evolution, where he really does become more serious, because I can tell here he is trying to exude more aggressiveness, knowing that all the gold is on the line.
Yeah, you never know.
You see Cesaro eating turnbuckle there. I mean, I really hope Antonio gets the win. You and I have talked about this, constantly. I feel like the U.S. title will be the perfect barometer for his ability, for his character, to see how far he can take it.
Definitely.
But that comes down to him. If WWE gives him that ball, brass rings like this don't come often in this day and age. I mean, you really have to work it and really show something impressive. As you see now, the trapped headbutts.
Yeah, John, you might actually want to go on WWE.com. It's actually a little bit further along than the YouTube stream.
Is it now?
I saw the trapped headbutts about a minute ago, and now he's in a rear chin lock.
Yeah, he's in the rear chin lock now where I am.
And then he just delivered a European uppercut.
Oh, wow, see, I really am behind. All right, well, if we just give our viewers 1 second, I will be with you. You're on the WWE.com stream?
Yes, absolutely. I am on the WWE.com stream, and like I said, everything's happening a little bit earlier than everything is on the YouTube stream.
Okay, well, I will get there as fast as I can. I want everybody to understand I am working with a 6-year-old Windows Vista, so if things seem a little stalled on my end, we can always count on Ashton to pull me through, because this isn't exactly the model computer, if you will, to put it nicely. I really hope here, Ashton, that this title match achieves its desired effect. One that I think you very eloquently pointed out.
Dude, this is awesome. Santino was crawling to the corner for his Cobra, and Cesaro grabbed him and did that deadlift suplex that he does so well.
Nice. I mean that.
Now Cesaro himself is grabbing the Cobra.
See, I think he's demonstrating more.
Oh, he's ripping it! Holy crap!
What kind of reaction is it getting? Because I'm just now close to getting to the stream. Is it getting a
good
reaction?
Santino is all kinds of angry right now.
That could be Cesaro's downfall. Interesting developments here. But I do like that Cesaro is showing more character in ring, because looking at some forums, discussing this match, certain people aren't impressed with Cesaro in terms of personality. They say, the 5 languages, it's not doing it for me.
Gotcha. No, he got backflipped.
Okay, I really would hate to miss the finish, so hopefully WWE it'll load.
Oh God, Santino had an extra Cobra in his butt.
I am really glad I missed that. That just sounds like all kinds of wrong. Wait,
Oksana's up on the apron.
Yeah, being all kinds of flirtatious.
And Cesaro grabs Santino. God style neutralizer. We have a new United States champion. 1, 2, yes!
There it is. Just saw the God style neutralizer. It froze on him shooting the half. He shoots the half. 1, 2. Yes, new champion. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, yes. And how suited is Cesaro for the specific title he got? Not necessarily just, we got a mid-card title, but the United States Championship, the country that he is so great at making look dumb.
Exactly. He's the perfect ambassador. 5 different languages, and now he is a champion.
I speak 5 different languages, And yet, for some reason, you Americans can't even manage to speak one properly.
You're so beneath me.
See, and you know what? If this is any kind of a prelude, SummerSlam tonight is going to be excellent because that match was fun. It wasn't intolerable. Santino didn't go over the top with the comedy, and we had a great finish. So yeah, if this match is any kind of an indicator, I am definitely looking forward to this frickin' pay-per-view. It's going to be awesome.
I echo those sentiments wholeheartedly, my friend. That was a very fun opener. My thing is, I think we saw some character evolution from Santino tonight, and it's the comedy again that brought his downfall. I think we're going to see some serious evolution coming from Santino in the coming months. Don't ask me why.
You never know, but now we're backstage with Triple H.
Indeed. I am going to switch to WHSports.net. WWE stream is even worse than the YouTube stream, to be perfectly honest. This computer is just all kinds of whatever. But I am glad I got to see the closer to that contest, guys. New U.S. champion, Antonio Cesaro. Very happy about this result. And hey, Ashton, we already have 1 point on the scoreboard.
And hey, John, +1 in the heel champion column.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I sense a very heel-heavy SummerSlam. I'll see if my my predictions come to fruition.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Antonio Cesaro is a heel, and he is the new U.S. champion. And The Miz is probably going to retain tonight. And Punk and Sheamus, I'm predicting to officially retain tonight. So from the looks of it, we're actually, I don't know if we're going to come out with a heel-heavy overall results, but I do think that we're going to come out with a very heel-heavy mid-card.
Right.
And like we both said on our SummerSlam predictions, as well as on TWitWoW, Brock Lesnar needs to win tonight.
Definitely. I feel like, hey, look, Brock Lesnar is an ass kicker. Brock Lesnar is an animal. And, you know, it's great if he beats up Triple H, but what they're going to remember is the man who won. That was my complaint when Cena beat him, although I realized why Cena got the win. It was UFC versus WWE. This is definitely more personal, but because of that fact, I see no harm in Brock Lesnar going over here.
Exactly. And the lack of Edge showing up for a prep talk, or a pep talk, I'm sorry. Oh, that whole pep versus prep thing, that's an old high school assembly problem that I used to have.
Right.
Because we used to call them prep rallies, because, you know, all the preps are the ones that actually benefited from them. So, regardless, though, no Edge pep talk tells me that Triple H doesn't need to win.
Right. Now, and you're absolutely right, dude. This is not something where it's like, oh, Triple H must win for the integrity of the WWE. You know, because it's not about the integrity of the WWE. It's about one man's malice, you know, for another man. He just wants to beat his ass. It's that classic, I'm going to beat you down, I'm going to brutalize you type matchup, and you can't get any better than that. It's like I told everybody, I feel like the story element of this particular angle was weak for me. I mean, Shawn Michaels actually getting his arm broken did get me sucked in quite a bit before going into this pay-per-view, which is good. For me, this is the type of matchup when the bell rings and I realize who's in the ring. That's all that really matters to me at the end of the line. And we see Ziggler Jericho advertised. That's going to be an awesome contest. I'm telling you, Ashton, the more I thought about it, I think even Jim Ross had something about on his blog about how he feels like Ziggler Jericho would be the perfect opener because it would set the tone that I think they want this pay-per-view to have.
Yep.
So honestly, even though I do think they deserve better because of the talents we're looking at, I do think Ziggler Jericho should be the opener because, one, I can't contain myself. Two, it's just going to be all kinds of epic. And, okay, promo. We've got 11 minutes by my count before the pay-per-view.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Again, everybody, to recap, Cesaro is our new champion, and we're still in the pre-show phase, but this is looking like one hell of a SummerSlam. You know, everybody's been asking, are you looking forward to this SummerSlam, or are you not? I am stoked for this one. I personally was a fan of 2011. My favorite SummerSlam in the past few years has been 2009. I'm looking for 2012, though, to really raise the bar here tonight.
Yeah, you know, 2011 didn't really bother me too much right until the ending, because the ending just really ruined it for me.
Right. I mean, you know, Punk really solidifying his stature as, like, the Ultimate Champion, only to have it ripped away from him by Del Rio.
Yeah, and then Del Rio went on to have one of the worst WWE title reigns in recent memory.
Oh, yes, as I made sure to point out, my friend, as I made sure to point out. Yeah, to me, I really feel like 2012 SummerSlam is going to be something just amazing. I have very high expectations for this pay-per-view, and I even said on the TWitWoW we did, which everybody can check out on iTunes and or Podbean, whatever their preference may be. iTunes downloads are free though, so everybody knows. I do feel like Sheamus Del Rio, this contest, I just have a feeling it's going to be better than their Money in the Bank bout, because if we get the Del Rio that had a match with Chris Jericho where he actually demonstrated a sound understanding of psychology, where he wasn't so incessantly violent, towards the arm.
Well, and you know what, though, dude? If he does target the arm tonight, it'll make sense, because Sheamus has an injured arm.
That is true. I think, and it's funny, because maybe this is just me, but if you notice, I've really been positive with Del Rio's matches when he's worked with, like, a Randy Orton and a Jericho, because it wasn't all about the arm in those matches. Like, he attacked everything. And that's really what I'm looking for. With Sheamus, you're right, Ashton. It would absolutely make sense. I mean, when you wear a bullseye, it's like when Triple H and Shawn Michaels would have a feud. They'd always mention how Triple H would go after the back because of Shawn Michaels' back history. And whatever, you'd see a lot of that. It's not that it's bad to focus on a body part, but even when you know that it's not a bullseye, even when you know that a man may have something weaker about him, and you still go for the arm because that's just your thing, it's just, and especially with the submission as painful as the cross arm breaker, it's like I told you, if he just did it merely as a setup towards the end, because it's a painful submission. It's not like, oh my God, I have to do all this working over the arm. Right. I mean, when you see it, it's like, I would never want to be caught in a submission like that. So I do not envy Sheamus tonight.
Right. I mean, if I'm Del Rio, I'll tell you what, if I'm Del Rio, I'm going straight for the armbar in this match, because, like, Del Rio could get a tap out if he would lock the armbar in on Sheamus for like 2 seconds, because Sheamus's arm is already that bad.
Right. And that's my thing. It's been so softened up. It's been so weakened to that point. And that's why I do feel like, I know everybody's picking Sheamus to retain, it seems, but I just feel like the atmosphere that was created when Sheamus came out and he made that impassioned promo, I kept thinking of that phrase when I tried to go to sleep last night, because I was so excited about us coming here today and doing our thing and just being two fans, relaxing and watching a pay-per-view together. I just kept thinking, pride cometh before the fall. Are we going to see the fall of Sheamus tonight? Because if it's not at the hands of Del Rio, are we going to see Ziggler? Because I don't want people to think, and this is something I've kept in my mind too, whether or not Ziggler Jericho comes before or after, this World Heavyweight title match, the possibility of a cash-in always looms over. So, I mean, I do not know, Ashton. The World Heavyweight title match, despite how it went down at Money in the Bank, that's actually one of the most intriguing matches, in my opinion, on this card. Because you have Sheamus going in with the injury, you have Del Rio being the aggressive chaser, so you would, logically assume, is he going to get his payoff? And then you have Dolph Ziggler as the X Factor. So...
I honestly, dude, I really hope Ziggler doesn't cash in tonight.
Right, I know you've really been looking, for just, kind of prolong it, because I think his build has been fantastic up until this point. And the worst thing you can do with a talent like Ziggler is...
Blow your load early.
Yeah, thank you. That was the phrase I was searching for. Blow your load, especially at that kind of a point. The idea that he's going to beat a guy the likes of Chris Jericho at a Big Four, that should be a nothing one night. I know one of our commenters did suggest the idea of Del Rio Sheamus being the opener, and Ziggler cashing in, and then later in the night Ziggler Jericho would be for the world title. While I am intrigued by that idea, ultimately I am going to side with you, Ashton. I do think it's better to wait. I mean, yes, I would mark out. I think you would too, because it's just the fans like, oh my God, Ziggler's world champion. But in the aftermath, when it all settles down and we reach equilibrium again, and we're going to be able to think about it, we're going to be like, well, this probably could have been handled a little better. And I want Ziggler to have the best world title reign possible, because, I mean, I'm not a fan of Sheamus' work. I think he only really goes as far as a great in-ring product. So when Dolph takes the reins, I'm really expecting a kind of arc, if you will, for Ziggler that really just stands alone in comparison to his peers. And I think WWE is going to have a big hand in doing that. Let's see here.
Right now, they're pretty much just playing a bunch of video packages. The current one is the Triple H Brock Lesnar one. Triple H talking about, hey, the arm's feeling better, and announcing the SummerSlam match that, they tried to deny for how many weeks.
Yeah.
Good old Heyman. The answer is no.
Is he so much of a coward that he can't even do it to my face? Name calling? We're resorting to name calling now? Is that how you raise your children? Oh, you bring up the children.
How dare you?
I'm the game, and I raise children, and some other parody to his theme song that I can't think of right now. But yeah, that's usually how it goes. Ashton, didn't you say, because I never like to misquote you or put words in your mouth that you never said, but didn't you describe this match as almost like a passing of the torch match for Triple H? Because you said, hey, you know, I can't put over these young guys, Brock, but we got you for this one-year deal. We expect you to work these programs, so a win over me is going to make the guys that you work with in the long run, like the Sheamuses potentially and the Ortons potentially, you know, really come out smelling like roses when they do beat you. Didn't you say something along those lines? Because
well, yeah, did, I don't know if I ever referred to it as a passing of the torch, and I don't think that I would now if I did before. But right. It definitely does kind of have those implications where Triple H needs to put Brock over so that Brock can put other guys over in the future. Like, that's what it comes down to.
Right, I mean, because I'm just going to be very forthcoming with everybody, you know, listening. If Brock Lesnar does not win this match, even if he beats the crap.
Now, don't say anything that you don't really mean.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing, though. I do mean this. Even if he does, if it's along the lines of Extreme Rules, and Triple H, like, plays the role of John Cena, to me, it's just going to be like, Brock is still going to be awesome. He's still going to be this beast, but I don't know if I'm going to be as invested in his next storyline. Okay. I'll probably still care because it's Brock Lesnar. But I think with every loss he takes, Ashton, knowing that he's not competing at the same level as the other guys, I think his matches are of more importance for that very reason. And every time he loses, you're going to take a little bit of my interest with it. Because it's like, yeah, you're this ass kicker, but really, let's be honest, anybody can do that. We've seen a lot of guys in WWE do that. It's the guys that get the wins or who lose in style. That I guess maybe Brock does do that. Maybe I'm not giving enough credit for how he loses, but I don't know. I really am hoping he comes away with the win here.
Well, it looks like the pre-show is over 3 minutes early, unfortunately. I don't know what you're seeing right now, but what I'm seeing is a graphic that says SummerSlam tonight in however many minutes. And then they just brought one up that says SummerSlam 25th anniversary pre-show tonight, 7:30, and which means that the video's over. Which also means that the pre-show's over, which also means that it's time to pull up the big show itself.
Right. I'm seeing more like highlighted promo packages. They just highlighted Jericho Ziggler. Now they're highlighting Rey Miz for the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
So am I ahead of you or behind you?
Intercontinental Championship. Oh, my goodness. Scott Stanford, please come to SmackDown.
Definitely. I like Josh Matthews, but Scott Stanford can take the place of Michael Cole.
Oh, no, I was just thinking add him to the booth since Booker T isn't commentating anymore.
Right.
They like working with three-man booths. Or at least I thought they did.
That's true. I mean, three-man commentary teams are very popular. I mean, look at NXT.
Yeah, exactly. You got William Regaley, you got Jim Ross, and you got Byron Saxton. And all three of them contribute.
Yeah, NXT actually treats Regal with respect. Doesn't have him take out the garbage.
I knew that was going to get referenced. Oh, Scott Stanford, I'm so glad you aren't completely invisible on the WWE product.
Absolutely. No, Scott Stanford's very talented. It's good to see him actually doing his thing, and I like that he does the pre-shows. He's got such a likable personality. So it's a model role.
Yeah, he's a fun guy. Are they seriously playing this again? The Lesnar versus Triple H video package? Are they seriously, they're doing this again?
Yeah, I think they are.
Oh, man. We get it. It's the main event. It's probably not actually going to be the main event, but it's the main event. Like Triple H Taker at Mania.
Right. It's funny because you know, the one time Punk is going to be in the main event alongside John Cena and the Big Show.
Jericho just tweeted that he and Ziggles are going to start the show.
Sweet.
Yes. Oh, shucky ducky, quack, quack. It is
usually an opener on a stage like this, I'd feel good with 15 minutes, 20 tops. God, Jericho Ziggler got 20 minutes. That would be beast.
Here we go. Just so everybody knows, normally it would just be me and John, but tonight my mom is here, and she is also a wrestling fan, and she's probably going to be making some reactions as well. So if you hear a female's voice, that's who it is.
Or just me very high-pitched, but
well, that happens too on occasion.
But yeah, his mom's totally awesome, so I'm very excited to have her with us. And yeah, the show's officially going to get underway.
Then, now, forever.
Brock got done saving thousands of small animals when he broke Shawn Michaels' arm.
Yes!
Now can he save WWE Studios from producing future films of Triple H?
Nope!
Find out tonight.
The answer is no.
Because even if he had 2 broken arms, Chaperone 2 would still happen.
Of course. And whatever that crappy movie was with, I don't even remember the names of the guys, where he was, I almost said, where he was an ex-convict trying to redeem himself, but that's every Triple H movie.
Beijing. I like this video package, highlighting the history of SummerSlam and then going to the current card.
Oh my goodness. And of course, the first image we get of the current card is Brock Lesnar yelling.
Yeah.
To
the city of Los Angeles, very lucky city, because I read today that even next year's SummerSlam will be hosted here again in the city of Los Angeles. So I heard they were planning to do it in Madison Square Garden, but renovations, I guess, in the new building are still going to be continuing. So that's kind of a shame. But, hey, you're California. Lucky state. You get 2 SummerSlams back-to-back. And I anticipate this one to be very epic. So, see what happens.
I want to move to California. Or Oregon.
It's the home state of many great performers. Rey Mysterio and John Morrison, just to name 2. John Morrison is a beast, who probably isn't backstage at this SummerSlam tonight. But
how awesome would that be if he was?
Mike Tyson is, apparently. So that
Mike Tyson
could be...
sent out a tweet earlier, I know that.
Yeah, I've been hearing Brock stealing my nickname. We're going to find out tonight who the real best man on the planet is. And then I think you just tore Mike Tyson apart, which is hilarious.
Of course.
I want to see Mike Tyson versus Lesnar simply to get your live reactions to that. That'd be hysterical.
Mike Tyson versus Brock Lesnar. MMA versus boxing.
Tyson goes for the right hand. He gets caught in a Kimura.
Oh, God. That would be interesting.
You bite ears, I break arms.
Yeah, Tyson would just be throwing random punches. Lesnar would be, like, trying to get him into random MMA holds and, like, grabbing his limbs and trying to frickin' mount him, as queer as that sounds.
Look at that face by Brock. It's almost, like, alien-like. It doesn't even look human.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, he has, like, the weird, like, I don't even know how to describe that look.
I want to communicate anger, but this is my silly face. They got it on a still, and they just said they were going to go with it. And I said, no, guys, we should probably reshoot it. But they're like, no, Brock, you're the fighter. We're the producers. We got this.
Let us do our job, and we'll let you do yours.
And then I said, don't let your foolish pride get in the way of me walking out.
Come on, Brock, cooperate, man. You've only got 40 dates until WrestleMania. The least you could do is deal with this crappy picture.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking about it, and if Mark Henry comes back in the capacity we said, like face doing Hall of Pain to heels, and Brock Lesnar was doing more dates, I would sacrifice one of them to see Lesnar versus Henry. I don't know why. That just sounds all kinds of epic to me.
That would be pretty cool.
I kind of want to see it. And I wouldn't have said that a few years ago, but this Mark Henry that we got before he left to take care of his business, just really very impressive. And now we go to commentary, Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler.
Here we go, Vicky Guerrero, excuse me. Out comes the show off. We're getting Ziggler versus Jericho to open the show. Holy crap.
As Booker T would say, oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah, we gonna get it on tonight.
And if Ziggler takes an insane bump in this match, that's a guarantee. What the hell?
Vicky Guerrero, squeak more.
thank you, WH Sports, for having a mute option. It is a shameless plug, but it is well deserved when you can avoid the screeching tone of Vicky Guerrero. It's so nice to be able to put down the Advil for a change.
Dolph Ziggler's fourth SummerSlam.
I thought Dolph customized the briefcase for a second. I think it's just the quality of my stream. It still looks like a SmackDown briefcase. I thought he decked it out like RVD and CM Punk before him. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? He'd probably write show off on it or something. But he'll probably cash it in soon anyway, so he probably feels it's a wasted investment.
Yeah. That bump from Money in the Bank, oh my god.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, I don't know how many people do know this, and after seeing it again, it's just worth repeating. I mean, Ziggler plans all of his bumps. So all the craziness you see, his idea. That makes him a boss.
I mean, he doesn't plan all of his bumps, he just plans the big ones.
And still, that was what you call a big bump, and he planned that. And he was excited because it's like, it went exactly as planned. So, yeah, you almost breaking your neck went exactly as planned. You, sir, are crazy, but that's exactly why I love you. Look at that sight with the briefcase. I still can't believe how Jericho, with ease, was able to make this face turn. I think if anything has shocked me this year, it's how easy Jericho did it. It's just so
that
simple.
Really shocked you, dude? Think about it. It's freaking Jericho. Look how easily he turned heel on Michaels.
I mean, that's true, but here's my argument. I know it's a figure like Jericho. Considering the lengths he went with CM Punk, like, I thought he went into unforgivable territory. But then again, some would argue that Edge did a lot worse in his best years.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was still forgiven. I mean, you see the reception he got when he turned face, and that's way before anybody knew of his health issues. So, you know, it's not a piteous thing.
Right.
So I think it really teaches us, Ashton, that when you reach a certain level of prominence, when your name reaches a certain level of respect, you can do wrong and get the proper reaction, but you can go back.
Yep.
And I think that's definitely to the company's benefit. Because if Jericho was incapable of going back to, you know, being a face, we would never get this. So having flexible guys like Chris, I think is so important to have in your locker room.
Holy crap, Ziggler reminds me of Orton on this run.
Definitely. The intensity, the hunger. And, you know, it's funny you mention that, because, yeah, I do see a lot of young Randy Orton in Dolph Ziggler. It's crazy. He was always taking people out and being the aggressor and getting up in people's faces, and you see Dolph doing the same thing. And unfortunately, my stream is cut out.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Just check Channel 2 and move on.
Channel 2. And Channel 2 goes out. By that time, I probably will be able to go back to Channel 1. So you will not kill this live reactions, WWE. We will not die. Jericho going in with a bullseye, the taped ribs.
And Jericho is quite clearly angry at Dolph with the Thez press and the punches to the face.
Yeah, definitely a very aggressive Chris Jericho. Certainly nobody could fault him for such aggression.
It's weird to see Jericho with taped up ribs.
Yeah, you know, and it definitely is odd seeing Jericho in this position, but, you know, that may just make it all the more clear that, you know, Jericho may walk away the victory tonight. You know, that remains to be seen. You and I both locked Ziggler in as our pick, officially, on TWitWoW. But even men as great as you and I, Ashton, can be wrong. So we'll see tonight.
What in the world was that?
Let's see. I just got where Ziggler is now targeting the ribs. I may be a bit behind you, I'm not sure.
Yeah, dude, Channel 1 is where it's at.
Right, I am on Channel 1, that's the good news.
Mips.tv.
Great quality, too.
Yeah.
This is...
But, yeah, Ziggler is definitely targeting the midsection. He's punching Jericho in the ribs and that kind of crap.
Well, I think when you're wearing tape as part of your attire, I mean, you'd have to be the worst psychologist on earth to not target that. I mean, that's just... You're not even trying at that point.
Yeah. Jericho pandering to the crowd. Triangle. Oh, he went for the triangle drop kick, but Ziggler pulled down the rope. Jericho flew on the outside.
Ziggler showing a lot of aggression here. I'm very impressed with how vicious Dolph has been. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. You may see more of that through the night, unfortunately. But I am keeping tabs on this match. Wholeheartedly have not missed a minute. Ziggler has been very impressive. Very impressive. Really enjoying the intensity from Dolph. And this is the main event heel that I think you and I have been waiting for from Dolph Ziggler, a guy who's aggressive, shows off when he knows he can get away with it. And you can definitely sense, even with injured ribs, a sense of urgency from Dolph Ziggler to get the job done.
Yep.
Now you see the back and forth. Ziggler, though, again, coming out on top. Again, I'm telling you, it really is very refreshing going for the big splash in the corner, and he connects. That is definitely refreshing. I thought his face was going to eat turnbuckle there.
You know, the way the match is going right now, I almost feel like Jericho's going to end up winning.
Yeah, you know, I feel that way too, but I don't know. And see, I guess the added intrigue going into this match, which I guess it didn't even mean to, or maybe it did, is you know, Jericho's status, you know, with the WWE. It seems pretty clear that he's probably going to leave, you know, after SummerSlam, but we don't know. If he pulls out the win here, it would be unlike him to leave after a victory.
Exactly.
You said it best. Jericho's always been known to depart when he's done that final big push for another guy. You know, last time it was Randy Orton, you know, punting him. And look at that, cocky heel pin, vintage Chris Jericho to steal a line from Michael Cole, done by Dolph Ziggler. But yeah, Jericho winning will be a very intriguing point to me if he gets the job done.
Yep.
But and we see Vicky on the outside.
Oh.
I mean, we
Oh wow, I'm surprised he didn't transition that straight into a walls.
Yeah, I was waiting for it, Ash, and I'm like, he's gonna go in for the walls of Jericho here, and I'm surprised he didn't. Vicky on the outside could be an X factor. We've seen in some of Dolph's biggest matches. She can play even the littlest of hands, which can turn the tide. So that's something to look out for.
Oh, there we go. There's your Dolph Ziggler eating turnbuckle spot.
That is the modern flair on the top rope, I tell you, because it never. Well, outside of the fact we just saw it a few minutes ago, I guess when he goes for it more than once, that's when you know, yeah, it's not going to work. And Jericho now managed to come back with the shoulder blocks, but Jericho again gets cut off at the pass by Ziggler. Tell me, I'm loving this, I think it's an even matchup in so many regards, but just when he needs to, Ziggler regains that upper hand.
Yep.
It's going to be one of those matches, Ashton, where even if Jericho gets the win, Ziggler dominated, and you know that I really won't mind that.
Holy crap! That was random. Jericho usually coming off the top rope doesn't mean a freaking club fist to the head.
Yeah, a sledge.
Yeah.
I was expecting something along the lines of a missile drop kick, or even like
Famous
a spinning. Really from oh. Yeah, I think you're a little ahead of me, dude, because I think my stream has been lagging a bit. And there's this famouser from Ziggler. I just now caught it. At first I thought you meant Jericho actually stole a move from Ziggler. I'm like, now this is really getting interesting then. Jericho doing a famouser.
Jericho isn't the Miz.
Oh. Burn, baby, burn.
I seriously want to see Jericho beat Miz with the breakdown.
The breakdown. Classic Y2J maneuver.
Then Miz can be like, you stole my finisher, and Jericho can be like, no, I didn't. It's called the breakdown. I used it in 2003.
Because nobody is original. Everybody steals from me because I am the best in the world at what I do.
Everything I do.
Everything I do, which includes ballroom dancing.
And apparently singing and all that other crap.
Because I'm not a wrestler, I'm a performer.
An entertainer of the sorts.
Indeed, indeed. And step up in Seguri from Jericho. That I haven't seen that in a while from him.
He just used that against Del Rio.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Sleeper!
Oh, nice. There you go, Dolph.
There's no way he's gonna put Jericho away with the freaking sleeper.
It'd be so epic if he did, though, because nobody would see it coming. They'd be thinking that this match would kick up to another gear. No, it's over.
How terrible would that be?
I know, it would be terrible because we're such big fans of both guys, but I would get a good chuckle out of the experience, and I think that in itself is its own reward.
No, Jericho's hulking up.
Oh, come on, baby! One knee.
Oh.
Jeritrolling. I must Jeritrol. Jared Troll.
Oh.
I will say, though, actually, I do really feel like they made a smart move making this match the opener. I think it's setting a great tone for this pay-per-view. It's been a great back and forth.
They're working the crowd into the match. Frankensteiner from Jericho, maybe?
No way.
Ziggler's set up for it.
He is in that position. Oh, no way. Oh,
Frankensteiner!
Holy shit.
When was the last time you saw Jericho pull that one out of the bag of tricks?
Scott Steiner, eat your heart out. That was...
Kelly her heart out. She just used that move to beat Eve last week.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously not off the top rope, but still.
That was sick.
Kick out. Good.
We didn't even see a move like that in his feud against Punk.
What?
We didn't even see a move like that, if I recollect, in his feud against Punk.
No, I'm pretty sure you're right, actually. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Jericho's rewriting the textbook here tonight.
Out of nowhere. Holy crap.
I guess Ziggler wanted to feed Damien.
Jericho looks like he has a red Money in the Bank logo on his butt, but it just says Y2J 2012.
Just because I didn't win it doesn't mean I can't represent it.
That's seriously, like, every time you see, like, a random shot from behind of Jericho, I think it says Money in the Bank on his trunks. Just because the text looks so much like what they use for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And like what's on the red briefcase. Not that we saw much of it this year. Bulldog, Lion Salt! Lion Salt! Here we go!
Awesome. And what I'm loving about this match, and what I'm loving about this booking, is they're having Jericho show so much grit and determination that if Ziggler does get the win, it's not going to be cheap. Because nobody's going to be thinking he beat an injured Jericho, because he's pouring his heart into this match here. And again, I am just now seeing the Lion Salt.
Oh, he kicked out of the frickin' zigzag.
Oh.
What is Dolph going to have to do to win tonight?
I am contemplating switching to a different stream. The lagging is getting terrible, so I may switch over. So actually, you may have to carry this for a little bit. Oh wait, no, I think it may have stabilized. But great matchup. This exceeded my expectations.
It's not even over yet. What are you talking about? Exceeded.
I know, but I'm saying like it's not even over, and it's already exceeded any expectation I had for this contest. Just back and forth. It's insanity to me. And now we'll see. Vicky's like looking like she's about to have a heart attack over there. Come on, Dolph, you gotta win so we can join my daughter for the Exfoliating Ugliness Tour. Dolph's just dead out there.
Yep.
Vicky, I've sold everything. I don't know what else to do. I do think
look at Vicky getting involved.
See, I knew it.
2.
Yes.
Holy crap. This match is going to end up being 20-plus minutes.
Sweet. No, that's so important. If the match ended that way, I would have been ticked, because Dolph needs to beat Jericho on his own.
Walls.
Codebreaker. No, you are right, Walls.
Lion Tamer! Holy crap! Oh my god, Ziggler tapped! Holy crap, Ziggler's tapping out!
Wow.
Oh my goodness!
I guess he can still win in the big ones.
Yeah, he can. Holy crap.
Way to go, Y2J.
I guess that means he's not leaving.
Not anytime soon, at least. I'm telling you, man. His last match, he's going to go out on his back.
You know what? Ziggler should break up with Vicky right here. If he can't beat Y2J injured,
awesome.
He needs to
How long has that been on my freaking Raw request list? Seriously.
Forever.
It seems like it. It feels like it.
This was, I mean, to call it a solid contest would be an insulting understatement of these two men's abilities.
Crap. Dolph Ziggler freaking tapped out to the Lion Tamer. He probably would have ended up with a broken neck if he wouldn't have. Holy crap, Jericho had that cinched in tight.
and a Frankensteiner from Jericho off the top rope.
So random, but so awesome.
That's the best part. Like, when you're a performer like Jericho, and we've watched countless Jericho matches, in our collective experience as wrestling fans, and when they pull a cat out of the bag like that, you always appreciate it more. Jericho gets the win. Ashton, I'll tell you what, we were wrong, but I'm not disappointed about it.
Right. I can't even believe Dolph Ziggler just tapped out to Chris Jericho. Holy crap. You know, that almost makes me feel like Ziggler might frickin' cash in tonight. Not that I want him to, but...
Yeah, and who knows, because I think Ziggler's the type of guy. I mean, he did what he set out to do. He stole the show. And, I mean, credit needs to be given to both guys here, because Jericho was a beast, but Ziggler was worthy of this spot tonight.
Most definitely.
That was just amazing.
Are we getting Jericho, or not Jericho, Triple H Lesnar next?
No way.
They're showing video packages from it, so it's either going to be like, hey, this match is happening later tonight, or they're going to bring the guys out and actually have the match now.
Is this wise?
I don't know, Mr. White. I don't know, Mr. White. Why don't you tell me?
I guess. I mean, the crowd is definitely high energy after that opener. I guess you want to capitalize on.
That reference went completely over your head, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I'm just still kind of...
The old web series between Josh Matthews and Tim White, where Tim White himself.
Oh, the suicide attempts.
Yeah. Mr. White, that's not wise.
I remember the Armageddon pay-per-view. I believe the year was, 05, 06, and the series started, and then they're visiting him at his pub or his bar, and it's like, well, we hope you have a very white Christmas, and the look on his face is like, Josh Matthews, the troll was born. Oh, Paul Heyman speaking.
Brock Lesnar. The way Heyman says Brock Lesnar is like the most epic thing I've ever heard. Don't do it, Brock. No, don't grab the mic. What are you... Oh, he grabbed the mic. You're supposed to let Paul Heyman do that for you, Brock. Come on, man. Understand the manager and talent relationship.
Oh, Heyman.
There you go, Brock. Stick to angry looks. Stop talking. Oh, man, D-Bry!
Here we go.
No!
Crowd seems quiet tonight. He's getting in a fan's face again.
I love that.
Daniel Bryan Kane going to be a great contest, guys.
Here we go. Perfect timing, John. You're back just in time for the bell to ring.
Really hoping Bryan can pick up the win here.
Yeah, it would definitely be nice, and then he'd finally be able to say that he's beaten Kane one-on-one, which he can't yet.
Right. And I feel like if I really expect him to get back in the WWE title picture at Night of Champions next month, a win here is essential.
I forget, did you predict Kane or Bryan to win? I think you said Bryan to win. I said Kane to win.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm still pulling for Bryan. But if Kane wins, I'll be disappointed.
One for you on the scorecard, bud.
What?
That's one for you on the scorecard, bud.
Yep. I'm trying to remember. Did we? Yeah, we both signed on to Ziggler winning, so we were both wrong there.
I'm still shocked about that. Pleasantly so, but shocked.
So we're 1-1 together.
I've just been so impressed with Kane since he's come back.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the mask or what, but I've been more interested in Kane, more involved with Kane as a fan than I have been in recent years. So it's been very nice.
Daniel Bryan chopping down the redwood. Chopping down the red monster.
I love it. And I think what Daniel Bryan's match with Randy Orton really did for Daniel Bryan, as if he even needed it. I mean, you know, he can beat anybody, I think. He's one of those believable small guys, and I think what did it before that was his feud with Big Show and Mark Henry when he was world champion.
Yep.
You know, I think matches like that, Daniel Bryan is a small guy where you're never going to sympathize with him or pity him because he's so intense, he's so good at what he does, he can beat anybody on any given night. And I'm hoping tonight is that night. See a suicide dive now to the outside.
I really hope Bryan didn't just dislocate his shoulder.
You and me both. That's right, Goatface. Rise above it. Perched on the top rope.
Missile drop kick.
Missile drop kick. Man, 2 front boots to the chest of Kane. Cover. And a 2 count. Kane sets up.
Listen to that. Bryan sure knows how to work a freaking crowd, doesn't he?
He's mastered it. You know, this guy is just, he's become an attraction. He doesn't need a belt. He doesn't need anything. He's got 2 words, yes and no, and both of them just get such a reaction, it's ridiculous. Daniel Bryan should be very proud of how far he's come in mainstream pro wrestling. I think there were a lot of people that thought he'd always be just an internet darling, and look where he is now.
He never hits that big kick to the head the first time he tries anymore.
Now, just a little history lesson. I mean, SummerSlam has not been kind to Daniel Bryan. I mean, he had an epic return to the organization at SummerSlam of 2010, but did get eliminated on the Team WWE team thanks to involvement from The Miz, who ironically enough was a Mr. Money in the Bank himself at the time. Last year, Daniel Bryan was Mr. Money in the Bank going against Wade Barrett. Great match, but he lost that contest as well. Can he pick up a win at the biggest party of the summer here tonight?
Summerfest!
Summerfest, yeah, as Jeremy Piven would say. You know, biggest wrestling fan of all time, apparently. As Kane showing that dominance, showing that power. Just waiting for Bryan to get that one counter that'll change the tone of everything. I just want to see him get Kane in a no-lock. That would be an impressive sight.
Yeah. Got that clothesline from the top rope. Listen to Kane getting cheered.
Oh, yeah, Kane is just, he's another one. I think, you know, again, like Jericho, when you put so many years into this and you just become that familiar, you're always going to have people that'll back you till the very end. And, oh, Bryan throttled by the throat. Oh, good, lands on his feet. And he rolls out of the ring. Yes, do your job, referee. There you go.
Taking a line from Sandow there, John.
You see now Bryan with the drop kick in the corner to Kane, and right on the arm. Going for the no-lock.
Oh, he finally nails the kick to the head.
That was brutal.
I love how the only thing that ever trends on Twitter anymore is just the people in the matches. Like, at the beginning, it was Jericho versus Ziggler. Now it's Kane versus Daniel Bryan. It's like, can we get something to trend other than the match itself? Maybe some individuals outside of who they're versing?
Wow, what a counter. And yeah, I concur with you there. No, kick out. Please kick out. That was an impressive counter. That was probably spot of the match for me so far. Headbutt, throttled by the throat. Wow. I was Kane thinking Tombstone here.
Oh my. If he goes for the Tombstone, I predict Bryan reverses it into a yes lock. I mean a no lock. Or I mean a LaBelle lock. Or I mean, no, wait a minute, I don't know what to say.
The goat lock.
Oh god, how horrible would that be? Schoolboy!
Get it.
Yes!
Freak out. Yes, he did it.
Finally!
A win at SummerSlam, finally, for Daniel Bryan. Took him 3 years.
And a win over Kane in the same match.
Exactly. Huge. I think that this was a must-win match for Daniel Bryan, at my estimation, and he got it.
Third time's the charm, baby.
And Kane doesn't lose anything for it. I mean, the nature of losing like that, if anything, Kane looks more dominant in my view.
Kane just kind of limps to the back.
You just gotta wonder, if Charlie Sheen was involved, would Daniel Bryan have gotten this win tonight?
I wonder why they just kind of scrapped that randomly.
Well, if we saw the Skype segments, which I know you and I did, kind of glad they did.
Oh, I didn't think the Skypes were that bad. Charlie Sheen can hold his own on the mic.
It's not that they were atrocious. It's just there's something about him. I guess, trying to be confrontational with performers or trying to be like an antagonist or a troll or whatever term you want to use. It just comes off awkward to me. And wait, what's going on here?
Uh-oh.
Yes, Kane, turn heel again. Put Paul Bearer back in the freezer.
Put Paul Bearer back in the freezer.
I wouldn't mind if they had a false count anywhere match on SmackDown. Maybe this would be kind of like a hype.
Kick
Kane will go Daniel Bryan.
in the face.
Kill Josh Matthews. Do it. Yes! Oh my god. I think this is the run where I become a Kane mark, seriously. He has just been so perfect.
I think this is the run where Kane becomes Batman.
Kane versus Bane, Night of Champions.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's just creepy. Why is this commercial existing?
I think CM Punk pushed for this. If I'm WWE Champion, then I'm going to lead a straight edge universe.
But yeah, going back to Kane, he definitely reminded me of Batman just with the whole way he asked Josh Matthews where Brian was.
Right.
A throwback to the Dark Knight in the interrogation room with the Joker. Where is he?
Oh my god, the way he just tossed Josh Matthews as like a twig. That was
It's almost
hilarious.
like when Batman tossed the Joker like that.
I mean, it's still not as good as Brock Lesnar's toss. I'm just doing my job. Yoink.
Yeah, that was pretty memorable.
Oh,
now,
God.
though, we have this apparently oh my god, Mysterio's Batman. John?
Your prophecy was a segment off, so it seems.
Yeah! I was talking about Batman being Kane, and now Rey Mysterio is frickin' Batman. He's wearing the cape and everything. What a mark.
Man, Bruce Wayne, you got small. Can Rey do it for a third time? We know 2009, a lot of people like to call it the year of Rey Mysterio, the Intercontinental Championship, a big part of that. Had great feuds with the likes of Jericho and Ziggler, who again put on a clinic of their own tonight. And Miz is coming in the
I say, wasn't SummerSlam 09 between Mysterio and Ziggler?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Mysterio won that match. Did Mysterio have a match this past SummerSlam?
He
He was hurt, I think.
I do. No, he was in a six-man tag with John Morrison and somebody else who I can't remember. Against Del Rio, R-Truth, and I actually believe The Miz. Ironically enough.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, no, it was the opener that year, I believe.
Well, now you made me look it up just to make sure.
Because knowing is half the battle.
No, knowing is the whole battle.
Really?
Yeah, Kofi Kingston, John Morrison, and Mysterio beat Del Rio and Awesome Truth. So wait, what about 2010? What about SummerSlam 2010? I'm just curious as to how long Rey Mysterio's SummerSlam winning streak is.
2010, what did he do at 2010? Why am I tempted to say... I don't know.
Kane beat Rey Mysterio at SummerSlam.
That's right.
So.
Oh, we got the blow-up letters. Good God.
Wow.
How cheesy. We call it Velveeta.
Who you gonna call?
Velveeta. Sorry.
I just meant because the letters remind me of the Stay Puft Man.
Oh. Yeah, that was totally lost on me again. I'm really racking up the points tonight. And just to remind everyone, on our predictions video, Ashton and I locked in The Miz to retain, although I did make the case that the fan in me would not mind at all if Rey Mysterio was to become a three-time Intercontinental Champion tonight. Would certainly continue the trend of former world champions holding that title.
Yep. God, Mysterio looks ridiculous as Batman.
Yeah, I should have expected it. He did the Joker at WrestleMania 25. It was only going to be a matter of time before he did his greatest nemesis.
I don't know if you're on Twitter at all, John, but AJ just tweeted out, "Oh, I don't know if I would have put my hands on a WWE announcer cane. I'll deal with you tomorrow."
Ooh.
You're in trouble.
Kane going to the principal. The mental ward all over again.
Probably gonna make out with her.
To refer back to your joke you made weeks ago, AJ, I've done a lot of thinking. I'd be horrible boyfriend material, but I'd be excellent husband material.
Oh man.
Because only you can prevent forest fires. Sorry, that was craziness.
Wow, John.
Hey, I think you have an amazing sense of humor. So, I'm just reveling in it.
Apparently, so does The Miz.
Certainly. Oh, Ray got caught. And nice.
He got. And then
I gotta say, that is one thing I've really appreciated about The Miz as of late in his matches. Just how he's like been more assertive, more aggressive in ring. And I think, you know... What'd you say, Ashton?
I'll agree with you. He's also been more boring, though.
You really think so? I disagree.
Think about it this way. This match is okay so far. Granted, it's not too far in. But if I'm bored during a Rey Mysterio match, there's something wrong.
Oh, that may pick up your interest a little bit. That counter right there. Miz utilizing the outside as a weapon. Well, you know, in talking with other certain WWE fans and talking about the potential of Rey Mysterio being IC champion for a third time, I know a feud a lot of people want to see, and I know I'm definitely one of them, is Mysterio McIntyre. I feel like McIntyre getting back in a picture like this would be wonderful. But I've been really proud of his progress. I think he's made strides since being a mid-card champion again. It's almost like he's pressed the reset button on his own career, and he's just doing it on the other side of the fold, that other side being SmackDown. And, yeah, I mean, these guys have a long way to go if they even want to touch Ray Ziggler levels from 2009. But I have faith in these two performers, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if Miz can be the Joker to Ray's Batman tonight with a win. And that was sick. And Ray kicks out.
Didn't Batman beat the Joker at the end of The Dark Knight? Spoiler alert.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I kind of hope that doesn't happen tonight, just because I want Miz to have more than a freaking month-long title reign.
It would be nice. Again, to me, I just like the fact that, you know, again, with the exception of Cody, who had a 9-month reign collectively, this belt has gone on people who are former world champions or just very, you know, prominent superstars in their own right. Even the Big Show, who I know a lot of people hated, you're talking about, you know, that sealed his career. He became a Grand Slam champion with that victory. So even Big Show's reign had quite a bit of, you know, going for it. And I've just really enjoyed the booking of it. I think it would be smart if Miz retained here, no doubt. But again, you're not going to hear me complain if Ray comes out with the victory. And with him in costume mode, I don't know, he may win. But then again, Cody Rhodes proved that wasn't always the case. Beat Rey Mysterio to WrestleMania when he portrayed Captain America. So, can Miz do the same tonight when Rey Mysterio is Batman?
See, now, if it would have been Captain Mexico, Ray would have won.
Definitely.
He got the wrong country.
I know, right? Like, you totally missed the mark there.
It's like, come on, Ray, you have a tattoo of Mexican across your stomach, and you come out as Captain America? Make up your mind.
Hashtag backwards.
Seriously. Miz thinks he's great. The inside of my eyelids think differently.
Wow. So I love about these live reactions, man. You're always going to get brutal honesty, and there's the clothesline in the corner by The Miz.
I will say I like that The Miz is kind of starting to really show that signature offense.
Right.
With the clothesline in the corner and the combination double neck breaker and that kind of stuff. It's just kind of interesting to see him develop a moveset.
Right. It's nice to see some hunger in The Miz again, because I really do believe there was a point where he just seemed so complacent. And, to me, it's nice to see him actually look like he wants it. And, what is this? Oh! I think that's the benefit working with somebody of the stature or Rey Mysterio. It's moves like that. That powerbomb was a nice spot executed by The Miz.
Oh, look, they're talking to each other. I wonder what they're saying. I bet it's just trash talk. Pretty much. Miz with his
Can we assume that Miz is the best at putting you in a troll kind of mood?
Yeah, well, either Miz or Zack Ryder. I don't know.
Zack Ryder, you know my troll will come out. My troll will even come out at the entrance of Brock Lesnar, but that's it. The Suck That Wind remix.
That'll be interesting. I wonder if that's going to get like the 9:30 spot or something like that.
Probably. I'm predicting that the World Heavyweight title match may be next. What about you? Either that or a Divas match.
Yeah, that's why I said filler. It's probably going to be either like a Divas match or Rhodes Sin Cara or Ryback Mahal or something random that we haven't gotten announced yet.
Or maybe the tag match. I mean, we do know we're supposed to see R-Boom versus Primetime Players tonight.
That's right. I almost forgot about that. That's a possibility, too. God, I hope R-Boom retains.
I mean, really, I think one thing I will say, at least speaking solely for me, and I'm saying this in a positive way, I think what Jericho Ziggler managed to do for me tonight is make no conclusions, expect the unexpected.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I like
Set
that,
up
though.
619.
Oh, here we go.
Nailed it. Going for the drop in the dime.
Is it going to be the beginning of the end, or is Ray going to posture too much?
No. I think Miz is going to do something. Maybe, yep, Miz set up. Skull. Oh! 1, 2, no! Oh my god! That was so close.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
Whew. Oh my goodness. See, now they've got me drawn in.
No, see, that's how you book a title match. A false finish like that is perfect.
I think what really started to draw me in was when when Mysterio set Miz up for the 619. Because that's when I started really paying attention, and now it's getting good.
Oh, I think Miz is going to get him here. There it is, skull-crushing finale 2.
Yep, that's it.
3 count. I personally really enjoyed that match. Great match from you guys.
Well, we all kind of saw that coming. Miz wins, and the Intercontinental Championship is not in a state of hot potato for at least another month.
Definitely. Begs the question, who is he going to face at Night of Champions? I mean, we may see a return match.
Christian.
Christian.
Ryback, how great would that be?
That would be something.
That would be hilarious.
And then again, I mean, anybody who would be like, oh, Ryback, I mean, him winning the title wouldn't even be a guarantee. We've seen people get away from Ryback unscathed by DQ or count out.
Right,
so
Mahal.
Exactly. So anybody who would think that...
Hey, look at Jack Swagger. He even managed to do it, and he still hasn't gotten a return match.
Yeah, I know, right?
Of course.
Never facing Ryback again, man.
I don't blame you, Jack Swagger, but you need to leave the roster if you want to not do that. Jack Swagger, you have 2 options. Get fired or face Ryback. You pick.
I think I'll get fired and go to TNA Wrestling. Good luck with that.
That way you can face their Goldberg ripoff, Crimson.
Yeah, I heard he got sent back to OVW. I guess even TNA realized that he stunk.
About frickin' time.
We're seeing promotional stuff for, I guess, WWE Mobile. I'm not technologically advanced, so this means nothing to me.
John, can I get a prediction on, an official prediction on what match you think's going to be next?
I'm going to say tag team match, R-Boom versus Primetime Players.
We shall see.
Which should have Epico and Primo attached to it, but I guess they'll get their payoff in Night of Champions. At least that's my bold prediction. Okay.
Why were even Teddy in the Raw GM's office? You don't work for her. Punker!
Woo!
We don't have a cross-branded pay-per-view coming up. Like a bragging rights, I mean, or anything like that. That made no sense. What's going on?
Camera angles. Yes, Punk, because that works so well. Forcing people to respect you by winning a match.
Hey, Biker Undertaker did it.
World title match
wow.
next. Holy crap. This is a freaking fast-paced pay-per-view.
Definitely.
They're pulling no punches tonight.
Has enough time passed where Ziggler could heal and cash in?
Nope.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking about. You're like, no, he's done. He's done.
I mean, he did almost get his freaking neck broken.
You know what could heal a broken neck?
The
Some
world
gold.
title.
Didn't have to make it sound like that.
I just knew that's what you were going to say. Sheamus is nothing but a peasant!
That was actually really good. I mean, really good.
Oh, Lawler, you keep trying to justify Grand Theft Auto. Meanwhile, Michael Cole is the moral superior.
Yeah, what Sheamus did was illegal. What are you teaching these children that you supposedly market to? Kids, I was bullied. I had a very tough upbringing when it came to going to school and dealing with adversity. I grew
I
up...
stole my bully's bike.
Exactly. And then I grew up and I became the heavyweight champion of the world, stealing a maneuver without a guy looking and winning the title in 18 seconds, like a cheater. And then, when somebody picked on me even though I was the champion, I commanded respect by stealing his car instead of whining about it like other champions. And then we get a CM Punk Sheamus feud. Guys, we are officially through the first hour of this pay-per-view, and I have to say, it has been exceptional.
Yeah, we've had 3 matches, and I can't say any of them were boring. Miz Mysterio started off a little bit slow, but it picked up right when it was supposed to.
Definitely. I really enjoyed the back and forth between both men. I always admire the aggression of the Miz. And again, I've always been big on Rey. I feel like his matches are always fantastic, or at least above a certain level. Any kind of Rey Mysterio match that has the right atmosphere, that is given the right amount of time, you can always expect it to kick up a notch. And I have high expectations for this match. So
it cracks me up that the WWE's answer for everything as far as heels goes is just be more aggressive, be more aggressive. Miz isn't hungry, be more aggressive. Alberto Del Rio isn't getting over, be more aggressive. Wade Barrett's coming back from injury, be more aggressive.
Huh.
It's their answer to everything. Everything heel.
Like faces are apparently these non-violent entities trying to solve everything with peace.
Baby faces are all pacifists.
I know.
Until that bell rings in the middle of that ring.
Again, this is where, very interesting between Ashton and myself. I am predicting a new World Heavyweight Champion, in Alberto Del Rio to be specific. Ashton, you are predicting Sheamus goes over, and I think we can also both agree that we just do not feel that Ziggler is cashing in tonight, or what's the story on that?
Correct.
So, actually, Ashton, this is one of the matches I was looking forward to the most, simply because, again, Del Rio had a great go-home week, and I'm really thinking that this match will step up, hopefully, and let's just see what they got.
I like that Del Rio has finally settled on a pair of trunks that aren't white or gold.
Agreed. I like this look for him. I think it captures what he's going for as a character, and that's the elegance.
Yeah, and on top of that, he doesn't have the white scarf anymore. That's black, too.
Right. And hey, black and gold. Think about it. It's the perfect kind of attire if he's going to walk out with the world title tonight.
He's going to look like the gold Power Ranger.
Not unless he stole one of MVP's jumpsuits.
Oh, God. I miss MVP.
You and me both, bud.
It's a shameful thing!
You know, Ashton, it always seems like when Del Rio is in a big place in his career, whether it's like the Rumble, Money in the Bank, or a big world title feud, he always has that one phrase. For a long time, it was destiny. But in regards to Sheamus, he has kept saying that he is beneath him.
Yep.
And tonight's his night to prove it, Ashton. If he cannot beat Sheamus here, then I guess we could say that it is Del Rio who is beneath Sheamus.
And let's not forget, when he was feuding with Rey Mysterio, it was Chihuahua.
It's always that one signature tagline for Del Rio in regards to his opposition.
Poco, perro.
Spanish lessons with Ashton. I mean, forget Rosetta Stone. This is where you get a proper education. As you see, Sheamus now getting in the ring. I thought the one thing their Money in the Bank match suffered from, in my opinion, it was very slow to me in parts that I thought were important, and really it lost my attention. I'm really hoping that's not the case here, because in my opinion, good wrestling, you never have to try to get invested. Good wrestling does that job for you. Yeah, I'm not gonna have to sit here.
That's exactly what just happened with me with Mysterio and Miz. Like, I was completely out of it, and then Mysterio goes for the 619, and all of a sudden I'm in it completely.
Right, and that's the thing. Being invested isn't something that the fan works at. It's something that's really ultimately the job of the performer.
It just happens, yep.
Exactly. To me, Sheamus and Del Rio failed at this, at Money in the Bank for me. But it's a clean slate. It's a new day, and we'll see how much these guys have grown in their storyline and as performers just in general in this matchup here.
Yep. Sheamus lost weight.
Yeah, I was thinking Sheamus looked rather built, I guess is the word. I mean, he definitely does look more physically imposing, I suppose.
He went from 272 to 267.
Wow.
I pay way too much attention to statistics. I bet... Oh, wait, you know what? Sheamus isn't wearing any bandages anymore.
I was about to comment on that.
I wonder if that's going to be the excuse that he has for not selling his arm at all in this match. It's one problem Sheamus has is that he never sells long term. He's worse than Cena in that respect.
Definitely. That's a big problem I have with Sheamus.
He needs to take a lesson from Christian.
Yes, Christian is king at that. I mean, even like a simple potential injury from a high-risk maneuver, that's how he lost the Intercontinental title. Sold it consistently till the end. Sheamus, it's like there's no consequence to any of his injuries. I mean, he had the bandage on the go-home SmackDown. You're telling me 48 hours pass and you're completely healed? That's ridiculous.
Unless the WWE is allowing us to suspend our belief and they want us to think that it happened that SmackDown was on Tuesday rather than Friday. That would make it a little bit more believable that Sheamus isn't still as hurt as he was then, because then it was almost a week ago.
True.
But that's never happened with WWE, so I don't know why it would now.
Right.
Although there was a sign on SmackDown that said that it was Tuesday and not Friday. Did you catch that when it was on?
I don't think I did, dude. I always miss the good stuff, it seems. Whoa, what a kick. I'll tell you, I don't really give Del Rio a lot of credit. I mean, again, you know where he is with us, but I do think he has some of the most vicious kicks in the company. I mean, him and Daniel Bryan in a kickoff, I'd pay to see that.
And Punk.
Oh, kickoff three-way. No punches, just kicks. Kicks and finishers.
Hands tied behind your back.
Vicious stuff. Del Rio showing some ring presence, is about to be set up with a high cross, was able to perch himself on the top rope.
Electric chair.
Power of Sheamus. Oh, but look at Del Rio here. The turnbuckle exposed. I don't know if the referee's going to try and fix that or if that's just going to go unattended.
That's going to end up being the finish of the match.
We're going for the arm breaker. Oh, bro kick. Well, the guy's trying to blow their loads early, so to speak, in terms of their repertoires. And for neither guy, it pays off, but Sheamus ends up eating floor. Low drop kick from Del Rio to the legs. I mean, that's chopping down the redwood with a chainsaw right there, Ashton.
Yeah, I mean, Sheamus already used the Green Bay plunge on Del Rio. Obviously, he doesn't call it that, but I don't know what Sheamus calls it, so I just stick with the way Anderson called it.
Probably call it the Ireland plunge or something like that.
The Belfast plunge.
See, leave it to Ashton, guys, I'm telling you. This guy's booking puts any bad wrestling to bits.
I'm telling you, man, that wasn't booking. That was just me randomly naming a move.
Well, creativity at its finest, regardless.
That was pretty good. This match is actually pretty good. Del Rio is putting on quite a show tonight.
That's why I feel like if we just relegate him to the mid-card after this match, if Sheamus goes over, then Del Rio could really perfect all the good that we see in him. It's not me saying I never want to see Del Rio in the main event again. No, on the contrary. I do see glimpses of brilliance in Del Rio in these matches. I just feel like glimpses, that's not going to cut it. We need consistency.
Right.
And, I feel like that's why he would really greatly benefit from a detour to the mid-card. But this, again, already I feel like, Ashton, that this is better than the Money in the Bank match solely on the fact that they haven't lost my attention yet.
Exactly.
They lost my attention at Money in the Bank very early on. Because I'm not saying I'm one of those guys where you have to be flashy right out of the gate and do those maneuvers like, brain busters on turnbuckles. But, you got to have a certain pace for me to really be into it.
Or at least I love El Generico.
Right. I just think for me, I always look for a good story going into it, which the story here was fine. It was very basic. It's one guy, hungering for another guy's title. It's a story as old as time. And, again,
it so happens that the other guy that has the title also stole the guy's car.
Yeah, exactly. And, Del Rio, I agree with you. Del Rio really is stepping up. And again, it always takes two to tango, so it's not like Sheamus' performance has been, atrocious. But Del Rio, I think, is going to be the guy, hopefully, that we're talking about in a good way when we come to review this pay-per-view tomorrow night. And I think my computer's kind of lagging a bit. I think Sheamus just nailed the shoulder block action, but no, Del Rio's still in control.
Yeah, Del Rio just got the knee up. Sent Sheamus for a ride. Oh my god, Del Rio just hit a freaking curb stomp. It looked almost like Seth Rollins' blackout.
Nice.
He only picked up a 2 count on it, though, but Del Rio is fuming. Oh my god, Del Rio's doing the chest pound and yelling brogue.
Wow, Del Rio is owning it tonight. What is this? And let's not forget, everyone, SummerSlam has been very kind to Del Rio. I went down Daniel Bryan's track.
Oh my god, is Del Rio going to do a bicycle kick?
No way.
He got this.
Oh, man, that would have been so epic.
Wow.
But we can't forget, SummerSlam's been very kind to Del Rio. I was down Daniel Bryan's statistics earlier. Del Rio became WWE Champion last year. We were referencing that earlier. The run was atrocious, but it still happened. Can he win the world title a year later tonight? Sheamus missing a running shoulder block, hit steel hard. Now Del Rio is going to try and capitalize. But see, and I don't feel like Sheamus is selling it. Like, you just hit the ring post at a high velocity, and you were scaling the top rope seconds later.
Doesn't matter, had sex.
Oh, man.
Gotta love memes.
And now Ricky Ricardo growing increasingly agitated that he cannot put Sheamus away here.
Ricky Ricardo?
I just thought I'd make one I Love Lucy reference for this match. I used to make fun of Del Rio for that all the time, and he got it! He's got it!
Oh, my.
Oh, man, center of the ring.
No,
I don't know about
Sheamus isn't going to tap.
I don't know about you, Ashton. When we get to this match tomorrow, I'm going to be giving Del Rio very high marks. He has been so impressive here. Now let's see what Sheamus can do. Oh, God. No way.
Oh, my God.
Told you he wouldn't.
That is power.
Wow.
I figured he wouldn't
New
tap
John
either.
Cena, man. I'm telling you, new John Cena. And it's a shame because he's only like a year younger. That was a pretty impressive counter, but wholly unrealistic.
You really think so? I have seen guys smaller than Sheamus pull that counter. Oh, white noise.
Yeah, it's not that he lifted him up with one arm. It's that he lifted it up with one arm while in a submission that was supposed to be doing damage to that same arm.
Right. So glad Del Rio kicked out. I would have hated if the match ended on that note.
Yeah.
I'm still picking Del Rio to win it, though. I don't know. I think he's going to pull it out. He's been so aggressive tonight. So in the zone.
Man.
If he wins it, I'm just going to say 3 times that I was right. I'm going to try and do it in Daniel Bryan fashion, but I don't know if I'll be able to. It all comes down to, I guess, if Sheamus can nail this bro kick and if Del Rio can capitalize if he misses. And, again, if my computer would just not lag and actually play the match, I'd be greatly appreciative. And there, he avoids it. And then we go back to the exposed turnbuckle action from earlier. It's like right there.
Irish hand grenade.
The crowd's chanting and carrying on.
Clubby blows ringing all the way back to Belfast.
Holy crap.
Telling you, that exposed turnbuckle is making me so uneasy right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he's going to go for the 10 punches. He's going to eat it.
That freaking turnbuckle, man.
Sheamus's face is going to eat it. Right there.
Oh, right there it was.
Ouch.
Can he capitalize? Can he capitalize?
No.
And Seguri.
Wow. Oh,
One,
no.
two, oh!
No!
Crap,
God.
he kicked out. Holy crap, he kicked out. Oh, that's that
This
coach
is so much better than their Money in the Bank match.
there.
Wait, is the ref called for the bell?
Why would he?
No, because Ricardo got brought in, but I realized Del Rio did it. You're going to cost yourself, Del Rio.
You have really, how stupid.
Hey! The hell?
No.
Kick out, Del Rio. Foot on the ropes. Yes!
Leg. Yeah.
Of course.
No, this match has been amazing, I'm telling you.
It's a crowd pop for nothing.
Sheamus cheated and it still didn't pay off. I'm loving this. I was going to be so pissed if he got away with it.
What happened?
What? They didn't. What? No. No.
What?
Bring out Booker T. Bring out Booker T.
But he got the foot on the... Oh,
Come on.
no.
I don't
That match was so good. Don't end it that way. They're going to end it that way, aren't they? He got his foot on the... Why am I supposed to like the babyface right now? Oh my God, Sheamus.
I don't want to hear Dolph Ziggler's music. I want to hear Booker T's freaking music. Michael Cole.
I do not like that ending. That was awesome, though, guys. So much better than their Money in the Bank match.
Definitely.
Del Rio really showed me something tonight. I'm proud of him.
You ref. What kind of ref walks out after the match is over? Wow.
And beat him clean, you piece of shit.
The Los Angeles screw job.
No, I feel for Del Rio here. This is the first reason why. Sheamus is a goddamn cheater.
Nice catch by Sheamus, though.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see that.
Oh, I thought he used the title. It was Del Rio's boot. Okay.
His foot was on the freaking rope, ref. God, you suck.
And he saw it. He
Yeah.
looked right at it. and
Yeah.
saw it.
The Los Angeles screw job. Since when is the freaking Irish curse backbreaker a finisher anyway?
I know, right?
Screw you, Lawler. What goes around comes around. When's someone going to steal Sheamus's car?
Exactly. That left such a bad taste in my mouth. I know it means we're going to get a continuation of Night of Champions, and maybe that's kind of why it left a bad taste in my mouth. While I really like this match, and while I'm very proud of Alberto Del Rio, I would have liked a definitive ending here, so that Sheamus could have a new opponent, which doesn't mean that he won't. We may see a six-pack challenge. I think one of the world titles, if not both of them, are going to see multi-man matches at Night of Champions.
Right.
And again, Del Rio, I think, really came out a bigger star here. I'm proud of him. I don't know why I should be rooting for the babyface. That's the thing. Sheamus's booking continues to leave me really perplexed, in my opinion. I think it's going to be more of a talking point when we do TWitWoW tomorrow night, Ashton. But you use the guy's boot, and I understand he introduced it in the ring, and Eddie Guerrero would do the same thing. But that was kind of Eddie Guerrero's shtick, and that's the biggest difference.
Yeah.
You expected it with a character like that.
Eddie had the charm. Eddie had the charm to pull it off. Sheamus doesn't.
Exactly. Not only did he have the charm, but it was an expectation of the character. You know, Sheamus is supposedly this babyface. I'm proud of where I come from. Stand up for yourself. Be proud of who you are. You know, he kind of embodies what Be a Star's about right now. You steal a guy's car, you use his own clothing against him, granted Del Rio introduced it, and then, you know, you win under false pretenses. I do not get any of that at all. But hey, Ashton, we got to look at it for what it was, and I do concede. You were right. Sheamus retained. I really thought Del Rio was going to take it away tonight.
Yeah, Sheamus won, but I never thought I'd say this, but I wish he wouldn't have, because, like, that was kind of BS, I have to say.
Yeah, that ending. Because I'm telling you guys, and I hope that a lot of you guys that will see these live reactions, watch the pay-per-view with us and have the same sentiments, because that was a great world title match. It's matches like that while I still believe Del Rio could benefit greatly from a demotion, proves to me why he will be a consistent main eventer in my eyes one day. That was a great.
Lesnar trips. Middle of the card, like I said.
Well, this is the Triple H Undertaker spot. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be dipping out for just one moment. I will be back in due time. I will not miss any of this, though, I promise.
Tag match. PTP versus R-Boom.
Tag team title match on the way.
Absolutely. We just
Did I miss anything significant?
What was that?
Did I miss anything significant while I was going for those few seconds?
Triple H told the ref to let him and Brock fight.
I picked the primetime players. I think you picked R-Boom to retain.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Primetime players suck without AW.
Sad but true. So far, Ashton, if I'm not mistaken, if we're looking at the champion scorecard, we've only seen one title change, and that is Antonio Cesaro as the new United States champion. That was on the pre-show earlier tonight.
Yep, and I think everyone saw that coming. Well, I think most people saw that coming at least.
Definitely. You see this match starting off with R-Truth and Darren Young.
Hopefully that trend continues after this match.
Yes, that would be. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. What in the world is R-Truth wearing? Looks like he's wearing frickin' pajama bottoms.
I don't know, maybe he woke up. Maybe he was taking a nap during the Del Rio Sheamus match, didn't want to miss his cue, and just walked out as like, I'm wrestling in these. John Cena can wrestle in jorts. I can pull this off.
If only you R-Truth that know you can't pull this off.
And speaking of people who can't pull this off, Titus O'Neil, and thank God this match doesn't come down to him holding a microphone. Otherwise, him retaining would be a guarantee.
Don?
Yes.
Can you forgive me for that?
I wasn't even upset.
Okay, good.
Although I will admit, I think you do kind of owe me a Bane impersonation, because that is just gold. So at some point, sometime, I'm going to come to collect.
Why?
Because it's epic. Who wouldn't want to hear you do an impersonation of Bane? That's like a Beast impersonation. Then again, all your impersonations are Beast. I think it's a very underrated talent of yours. As you see, R-Truth, I don't think Kingston has gotten tagged yet. And R-Truth has been kind of isolated here. Prime players.
Isolation's the name of the game, man. It's a tag match. You gotta let the heels do the isolation so that the baby faces can get the hot tag.
Yeah, that's right. The shtick. The hot tag.
How'd that go again?
And he gets the tag, and he fails to press R2 there, and he gets the kick. He presses square, then X, then O, and he fails to press R2 again for the counter, and he gets it. Cover. 2, and he just reaches the kick-out meter at 2.5. The benefits of having a PS2.
I have a PS2 as well, but I don't think I've ever played that game.
Damn, Kingston taken out. He crumpled like a heap. That isn't even imposing his dominance.
That's called being a good seller. Nope, ref, you gotta disqualify R-Truth. Nope.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna let that go until it's resolved somehow.
R-Truth is not the legal man, and he just attacked Titus O'Neil. That means he needs to be disqualified.
Hey Ashton, how about a new prediction mid-match? How about you and I sign on to a prediction that whoever the winner is, it's going to be the result of some double team maneuver that otherwise on NXT would be illegal. So
agreed.
That is my official prediction for this contest. Titus, you threw Kingston into Darren. You can't win the titles.
Disqualification. Crowd very behind Kofi Kingston.
Definitely. I mean, Kingston's just that solid babyface in this kind of a role. Definitely somebody that, as a mid-card fixture, definitely garners a lot of support. Just succeed in whatever endeavor he pursues. I just wish we had some AW commentary on the side. Probably get some more heat for the primetime players.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, what's a primetime players match without a good rape joke? Oh my god, I thought he had him there. Holy crap.
That was close. You would almost say too close for comfort.
Darren Young was holding Kofi Kingston's knees down, disqualification.
Yeah, all these assists, man. What is this, a tag team match?
I know, right? God. These people
clearly
learn from the refs on NXT.
Exactly. Clearly, this is Titus O'Neil versus Kofi Kingston one-on-one. I mean, this match has gotten months of build. I'm looking for a payoff, and I don't know what Darren Young and R-Truth are doing, but it needs to stop. God.
What's this tag thing?
I know, what is tag team wrestling anyway? Have you ever heard of this? I heard it came from the Japanese, and I don't know. It's not buying this, man, whatever this is. These people getting involved.
All I know is that there are too many freaking people.
Exactly.
Wrestling
so not
is all about this. One man versus one man with one referee. And that referee's responsibility is to make sure that it stays between that two men.
Exactly. In fact, we should come up with terms. Those two guys would be the legal men, and anybody else who would try and interfere, even though in other times it would be their right and they wouldn't get punished for it, they should be deemed illegal. Yeah.
So illegal that if they interrupt the match, they get disqualified.
If they even sneeze in the direction of the opposition, I mean, instant DQ. And I'm not talking about Dairy Queen, baby. See now, R-Truth building that momentum. You know what move I miss R-Truth doing? The suplex kind of stunner that he did. I can't remember the last time I've seen R-Truth do that. That's a move I miss.
Oh my god, Titus O'Neil, you suck. Stop getting your team disqualified.
I know, that's if this was an Iron Man tag team matchup, R-Boom would definitely be ahead, by 6 points. Seriously, primetime players. Whoa!
So much air.
Kofi Kingston, you just continue to make me smile.
R-Truth. What are you gonna do? Oh! Wow, that was close. Holy crap. Little Jimmy. 1.
And yes.
3. There we go. That's what I was...
Ashton gets another point on the scoreboard. I've not had the best night tonight, folks, but I'll tell you, that was a close encounter.
I think we're tied now, though, because you picked Daniel Bryan and I picked Kane. And I picked...
That is true.
I picked R-Boom and you picked PTP.
Yes.
Now, where's Prepico?
But I think you're still ahead, though, because remember, you picked Sheamus, I picked Del Rio. And Sheamus did...
I forgot about that. Man, why would you pick Del Rio? That doesn't even make sense.
He came close. He came really close. I honestly thought after the turnbuckle and the enziguri, oh my god. But this crossbody, this was definitely the highlight of the match for me.
Holy crap, Titus took a hard bump there.
Now let's get Prepico.
Catch him, right, Titus?
Definitely, and we see the Little Jimmy's finale, or the What's Up, or whatever he's calling it now.
Yeah, it hasn't been the Little Jimmy finale since Awesome Truth broke up.
Oh yeah, that's right, finale, that would be Miz Skull Crushing, and yeah, it's just called the Little Jimmy, which that's weird.
Where is Little Jimmy?
I think he's still soaring from the kick that Daniel Bryan gave him. We've now reached the 2,000-yard mark. R-Truth got in the zone because he was tired of consoling an invisible child.
You are consoling a mythical child. Oh, hey, WWE in Los Angeles. Yeah.
Don't be a bully. Be a field goal kicker.
See, now that's funny. That's a freaking campaign right there. Take it from Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. Don't be a bully. Be a punter.
Oh, you.
Especially if you can find a team that has an amazing, unstoppable offense, because then you get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to sit on the bench.
That's right, WWE. Visit the sick children. Tell them to be carjackers.
That's being a star, stealing the car.
This kid has been bullying me for the past 2 years. What do? You kick him in the nutsack, and then you steal his daddy's Porsche, and you drive it in the river. Yeah, right in the river.
And then if you ever get into a fight with him, you use his boot against him.
Exactly. And when he's got his foot on the ropes, signifying that he still wants to go, you walk out anyway because you're still a wussy.
Oh, Sheamus, how backwards you are. Seriously, Sheamus is the most backwards babyface possibly in wrestling history.
I'm hating his world title reign. I think we went from hatred to just outright loathing and just despising after the way that match ended. I'm just like, what is that? You're not Eddie Guerrero, Sheamus. You couldn't even wash the guy's jockstrap.
I'm just curious as to why the WWE decided that match would be better off on SmackDown than pay-per-view.
Oh, you felt like that would have been better for TV, or?
No, I'm not saying I do. I think the WWE does. Otherwise, why would they have done that? Now they're probably going to end up having some kind of a blow-off on this week's SmackDown where Booker T comes out and he's like, all right, I know the official made a mistake, but we're going to have a World Heavyweight Championship match tonight.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even think about that, Ashton. I'm so, like mentally conditioning myself Night of Champions. I didn't even think about Booker T being the authoritative figure that he is, saying, look, we're not going to wait till Night of Champions. I'm the GM. We're going to resolve this mess right now. Which, honestly, I'd have no problem with, but, man, that was just crazy.
Betcha they say we're going to have a 6-pack challenge at Night of Champions, and they have 2 qualifying matches on SmackDown, and then 2 on the following week. And the 2 guys that win on this coming SmackDown are both going to be heels, so that people will be like, oh, they're going after Sheamus. But then Del Rio is going to, randomly win the title on Friday, and then next week the 2 guys that win are going to be baby faces.
Yeah. I don't know. The World Heavyweight title is definitely in a very interesting place now. And I can't believe it. I mean, I'm walking away with sympathy for Del Rio, so I'm actually excited for SmackDown again, for the fallout. See what happens. Is the triple threat next? Oh my god, Brock Triple H is going to be the main event.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Seriously? Oh my god.
Oh, that's hilarious. Internet marks rejoice. How does it feel to know that John Cena is not in the main event?
Wow.
Internet marks the world over are about to have their brains explode because they won't know if they're angry about Punk not main eventing or happy about Cena not main eventing.
I can't believe Brock Flavner is going to main event again. That's hilarious.
Against God.
Oh, man. I hope WWE prepares the first few rows of the crowd with oxygen tanks, because that main event's going to be a barn burner of all kinds. This match should be interesting. I still don't know how I feel about the involvement of the Big Show, but I'm always a big fan of multi-man matches when they're done right, so we'll see how this is done.
I feel like I want to fast forward to the end of this match just to see the result, because I don't really care about the match itself.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, I think some people are worried CM Punk actually won't retain here. I'm pretty confident, but you never know.
Right.
I think this summer...
I mean, don't get me wrong. Punk has never worked a bad match, I don't think. Even the match that he sees as being his worst ever against D'Angelo De Niro, a.k.a. Elijah Burke, wasn't horrible. So, I don't think that Punk knows how to work a bad match, especially not at this point in his career. But I just am not really interested in seeing this match play out. So it's one of those things where if they draw me in, they're going to have to work for it. And if they do, then it'll be a freaking task. So if they do, congratulations to them. But if not, like I said, I just want to see who wins.
Right. We're coming close on our second hour here. It is 9:40. So I definitely see this match going into the second hour.
I can't believe Triple H and Lesnar are main eventing. That's just hilarious.
So it's only this match and then Triple H and Lesnar. But there's only 2 matches left.
There might be another one squeezed in there. Another one.
We're probably going to see Damian Sandow on this card. I'm thinking against Brodus Clay or Cody Rhodes Sin Cara.
I really hope it's not against Clay.
It probably will be, dude. I mean, unless Christian would want a return match.
Or just no Sandow on the pay-per-view at all.
That could work.
I mean, it's not like they've announced it. It's not a necessity. And at this point, if my choices are Damian Sandow versus Brodus Clay or any other filler match, I would take Cody Rhodes versus Sin Cara and Ryback versus Jinder Mahal over Sandow versus Clay. Just because, like, if Sandow's going to be on a pay-per-view, he deserves a better frickin' opponent than Brodus Clay.
Right, I think it would be pretty epic if him and Christian had a return match. I just don't see that happening.
Right.
Then again, I think Los Angeles, California, with their spray tans and their reality trash television, could use some uplifting enlightenment. But that's not my call to give. And I'm just going to officially proclaim it here. I'm going to keep proclaiming it until it happens. CM Punk, if you retain, the next night on Raw, debut a new championship. Assert your new dominance in the era of respect. I know we see John Cena coming out. I mean, and nobody can blame John Cena for that, by the way, because even John Cena's campaigned for a new belt. So we know it's not him.
Right.
I don't know why WWE is stuck with it. And then, look, I don't even have the biggest issue with it. It's just, Punk has been talking about it, and when you talk about something, it gets the excitement flowing, and now I want it.
And it seems like every single month now, everyone's been saying, oh, the day after the pay-per-view, if Punk retains, he should debut a new belt. Oh, on the 1000th episode, he should debut a new belt. Oh, after SummerSlam, he should debut. It's like, seriously, if he's going to debut a new belt, it's probably not going to be on a day that everyone's expecting.
Very true. I guess my thing, if we are going to get a new championship, I do think Punk should be the one to unveil it.
Okay.
I mean, how hysterical would it be if John Cena got to introduce the new belt? He could say that he got to do that twice. The spinner belt all those years ago, and then the new championship. Oh, God. The internet would explode. What? He debuted the new title? Raw explosion. 8.9.
Thirst.
8.9 on the Richter scale.
Well,
it's the big slow.
Big Show comes out as the crowd goes silent.
I'm telling you, Ashton, I think, as a wrestling analyst, I think Big Show does have the advantage. He has the most devastating finishing maneuver in wrestling today, the ironclad contract that he speaks so much about.
And here I thought you were going to say the weapon of mass destruction.
No, it's that ironclad contract, bro.
Yeah.
Who knows?
How can you possibly beat a man that has nothing to lose?
Exactly. I mean, if I'm CM Punk, I'm going to come out not just with my championship in hand, but with the finest magnifying glass that my salary can buy. Because that fine print may very well say everybody has to lay down for me when I enter the ring. Could be a very dangerous advantage going into this triple threat. Oh, man. I'm only cracking jokes like this because
you expected Big Show to have won at Over the Limit and No Way Out, or at No Way Out.
See, but that's the thing, though. That makes sense, and Big Show knows that makes sense, which is why he's holding out on us. He's waiting for just the right moment till we're like, it's not iron, it's bronze at best, and then he's like, WWE Championship victory for the Shocker, and the garbage to fill the ring. I know at least I would be throwing mine. Give a hoot, pollute.
Holy crap, Punk is still super duper over as a babyface.
Best in the world!
It's clobbering time!
Yeah, Punk cannot say he's not respected, at least by this crowd, because, yeah, you're just wrong. And you're deluding yourself. Hashtag respect. I love that sign.
Yes.
I think that's been the great thing about CM Punk's, whether you want to call it a turn, a movement, whatever you want to call it, evolution, is that, people are actually genuinely in support of Punk. They think he brings a strong case, and that's what you said, Ashley. He's not really the voice of the voiceless. He's the voice of the internet.
Yep.
I mean, if you look, you have people who are, and I don't blame them.
Punk is wearing all pink.
I love him.
Is he paying tribute to Savage again, or I don't know, maybe it's just, this is an attire. All I can say to CM Punk every time he enters a ring is thank you for existing. He has definitely brought the WWE title back to prominence. And, you know, all the work that he's invested into it, whoever he drops it to, you know, it's like the old adage goes, Ashton. It's so much easier to destroy than to create. And despite all the time that CM Punk has put in that championship, it really wouldn't take that many missteps to bring it back to square one. So that's why I'm kind of personally, seriously rooting for CM Punk here. I don't think his job is done yet, although the job that he has done has been tremendous.
Absolutely. Big Show, angry face.
Oh, Punk looks good in pink.
Big Show's like, I just got done hearing a rumor that Ryan Reeves eats more than me. I'll show Ryback who gets fed more. I'll show them all. Oh, Big
CM
Show.
Punk and Dolph Ziggler need to be a tag team wearing that pink attire.
Dude, longest reigning tag team champions ever, simply on the basis of sheer awesomeness.
Forget the Hollywood Blondes. We're working with the Hollywood Pinks.
I get Damian Sandow in there too.
And get Damian Sandow in there too. Just make a whole faction of manly men wearing girly colors.
And then get Jimmy Hart as the mouthpiece. Why? Because you already have excellent talkers in your faction, but Jimmy Hart is hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, come on, Punk.
I
don't like Big Show asserting himself. This makes me uncomfortable.
Oh my goodness.
When I was a babyface, I let people 3 times shorter than me bully me. Now, I'm asserting myself.
Yeah, because that's what bullies do.
If Daniel Bryan was in this ring, he wouldn't take any of that crap. That's why this match should have been a fatal 4-way.
Bryan just would have been like, get in your corner!
Big Show would have gone to punch him, and Daniel Bryan would have been like, no, we're not doing that move until the 18-minute mark. Get in your corner. Let me do the wrestling.
Big Show's just like, okay.
But Bryan, I earned the right to no.
You will do as I say.
You are a freak of nature. Don't ever compare yourself to Andre the Giant. You are no Andre the Giant.
Get your hand off my shoulder.
Oh my god, I forgot that. That was so good. His look of just repulsion was hilarious. It's like hand on shoulder, and Bryan's like, the fuck?
They're working together on it.
Punk and Cena double team. They won't be able to get Show up.
Yeah, John Cena, use the power of your New York Yankees persona. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Big Show, pump the crowd up. They don't give a crap about you.
I think this is the one match I've tried so hard to be, like, somewhat commentating on. I'm just going to rip the Big Show the entire time. It's too much gold to pass on.
Yeah. Big Show's trying his hardest to work the crowd, but they care about him about as much as they care about Scotty 2 Hotty.
Hey, here's something I was thinking about. Is the camouflage attire supposed to be, like, humorously ironic? Like you're so big. Is that, like, supposed to conceal you or something? Like, they'll never see me in the trees this way. That's right.
Camouflage makes you look 10 pounds thinner.
That's right. You were saying that. And I guess CM Punk's commentary didn't come to fruition because Big Show asked him what he would do if Big Show nailed that thump in the corner, and Punk said, I'd probably move out of the way. Yeah, it beats the hell out of me. Come on, Punk, practice what you preach.
Come on, man.
Don't let your foolish pride get in the way of your title defense.
I mean, duh. Oh my god!
Oh, friggin' oh. Oh, I'm not friends with that.
Oh, jeez. Now
he's gonna get the glory. He's gonna
get.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Big Show. Decapitate John Cena. That's what it's all about right there.
Silly John Cena. I know that you can attitude adjust the Big Show, but nobody else seems to believe it after the countless times you've done it. Oh my God, what is this feat of superhuman strength? We've never seen this before at WrestleMania 20. Other times. I know this is completely different.
What other instance? Come on, man.
Hey, I know it's Shucky Ducky weak sauce, but they'll just have to get over it. I'm assuming he did it.
Oh,
man.
I think
here lies.
If CM Punk was an egg, he just got scrambled.
Here lies CM Punk's internal structure. We hardly knew ye. He's pooping blood tonight.
No.
It's like those old school drug PSAs where they showed you an egg and they were just like, this is your brain. And then they cracked it open and put it on the hot frying pan. This is your brain on drugs. Well, in this case, this is CM Punk. This is CM Punk under the Big Show.
Or if you're the internet watching CM Punk getting tortured by the Big Show, it's this is your brain. This is your brain watching Big Show in the main event.
It's not the main event, though. That's the funny part.
I know. I could just picture the rants tomorrow morning. What? Are they trying to say that UFC is better than WWE on their own product? I guess so. Oh, big miss by the Big Slow.
That's what Punk was saying. He did it.
He practiced what he preached.
Clothesline.
Oh, my darling.
Failure.
Oh, Big Show with the final cut. Oh, my God, that's a throwback.
Yeah, really. It's been a while since he's done that. Holy crap. That was his finisher in ECW, wasn't it?
No, I think you're thinking of the Cobra Clutch backbreaker he did. Because he had... Oh, wait. Cena mounting offense. No, but yeah, Big Show had like this Cobra Clutch backbreaker he used. And that may be what you're thinking of.
I thought he used the final cut in ECW. Like when he had his run as ECW champ.
No, I think you're thinking of the Cobra Clutch backbreaker because that was a big maneuver he used.
Oh, I didn't even remember that. See, I didn't watch nearly enough ECW. WWE ECW, I mean.
Did you see Big Show's Extreme Rules match against Ric Flair? That was great stuff. Big Show's run as ECW champion, honestly, looking back, was probably the one time. That's some of Big Show's best work, in my opinion.
And of course, it was booked by Paul Heyman, so yeah.
Right. Oh, Big Show, they're both going to move out of the way. You know, if you're a big man, why do you resort to the top rope? You take forever. You know, he actually did hit John Cena. Wow. Oh, stop!
That was pretty crafty. Like Velveeta mac and cheese.
Oh my God, you're timeless. And Paul gets dumped to the outside.
Big Show, do a springboard move. See, now that's comedy right there. The Big Show doing a springboard move.
Definitely.
Raw! Big Show headbutt. Raw! Because I'm large, my skull is automatically thicker. Raw!
Oh, and Punk's back again. Oh my God. I don't know if I like Big Show being so dominant here. I mean, you would have expected it, definitely.
He has to be dominant.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a beginning, Ashton.
Selling.
I mean, I think I would have preferred like an opening, kind of like Money in the Bank, where he got taken out early, and then we would have gotten like Cena Punk for a little bit, and then Big Show has a very aggressive middle and end.
Right.
Kind of reemerges as like this monster force.
It was a once in a lifetime instance of hilarity.
That is so true. And that's how it happened. Well, CM Punk, that suicide dive was probably the biggest instance of Chef Boyardee fail I have seen tonight. Big Show caught him by the throat, but he's battling back. And is Cena actually going for this again? Wait, what's going on? Oh my God! Oh no way! The protobomb? Or no, suplex.
You can't see me.
There's my man.
Punk can see you.
Punk is awesome.
Punk is epic.
Elbow, 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 elbow. Macho Man. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at the grin on Punk's face. The shit-eating grin of epicity.
He got thrown off? Way to bury the Macho Man, you jerk. John, did I use the word bury right?
Not funny.
I don't think you did there, sir. I don't think you did there.
Oh my God, Punk with a Koji clutch on the Big Show.
That is beast. I'm marking out, bro.
I just don't
Please tell me
Also,
Michael
points to
Cole
you,
is not
Ashton,
calling
right?
the Koji clutch the Anaconda Vice again.
He's done that before, and I was just about to tell you, Ashton, points to you for knowing the technical name of that maneuver. I'd like to know how many people actually did. I know I did, but it took me a second to get it. You got it right there. So, awesome on your part.
I love it when Punk uses that move. He uses it like twice a year. Big Show, if you tap out, I will mail you an angry letter.
Yeah, if this match doesn't go the way I want it to, I'm gonna rant about it.
That's like those guys in the crowd with the signs, if Cena wins, we will complain on the internet. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, large and in charge.
It was just a power slam. Scoop slam. Power slams are what Randy Orton does. Finally, Punk gets to hit that freaking clothesline and doesn't get caught. I don't know. What is Punk going to do here?
Shining Wizard in the corner.
You know, I always get, like, confused by that because to me a Shining Wizard is to a grounded opponent.
Right. I don't know, if you look at any SmackDown vs. Raw video game, they'll call what Punk does. I mean, that knee, a Shining Wizard. So,
wow.
It's kind of, you know, I'm just going by what they technically call it, really.
The first time anymore. Oh, God. Cena going for the top rope leg drop. Holy balls! That was pretty sick, I have to say.
Wow.
Oh, my God. They need to stop calling it the Anaconda Vice. It's the Koji freaking Clutch. Shut up, Michael Cole. Who's he
got it in again?
Now who'd he tap out to?
Nobody knows. Well, it's a draw. That means CM Punk retains the title. Ha!
Yes! So wait, because I totally missed that chunk, guys. Was it the STF and the Koji Clutch at the same time and Big Show tapped out? Wow.
And Michael Cole still calls the Koji Clutch the Anaconda Vice.
Because he's a tool.
Oh, out comes AJ!
Oh, shucky ducky, book it.
Their match between the two of them.
Oh, God.
How much do you about
Oh, God, what are you going to do?
They extend the match just between the two of them.
Mother of God. That's AJ. She's the mother of God.
Oh, is that right?
You're going to have to keep me filled in, bro. I am stuck right now, but I can only imagine what's going to go down.
Come on, AJ, make this a good call.
AJ's being obnoxious and teasing.
Oh, I wish she'd get over herself. Just book it.
Yeah, exactly. Putting her finger up to her lip like she's some cutesy little schoolgirl.
You're not. It's not attractive anymore, AJ. Now you're just milking it for attention, like any other woman. In other words, AJ, get over yourself, because I know I have.
Restart the match!
I knew it. I knew she was going to do that. I thought
she didn't kick Big Show out.
I thought she would have, because he tapped out.
Match gets restarted. Wow, I can't believe Big Show's still giving it a chance.
Choke slam!
That sucks.
No, this is not happening.
1, 2, Cena kicks out. Good. Thank you, John Cena, for kicking out. Did anyone ever think I would say that on a live reaction?
No.
CM Punk kicks out. Good stuff, good stuff. Big Show, your double choke slam is just not as effective as it used to be. The choke slam in general is a move that I feel has been very DDT'd over the last 10 years or so.
Definitely, Ashton.
Goes from a devastating finishing maneuver to a mid-move match. Or a mid-match move.
Now, I'm still quite behind you, bro, but I have reconnected. So I'm just gonna go. Beg pardon?
Punk won!
Sweet! How the hell did that happen?
Oh my God, it glitched out for a second, but I know Punk won. I don't know how he won. Cena's on the outside just glaring at Punk. So I'm assuming Cena did something and Punk threw him out for the win.
Maybe an attitude adjustment? Like I blinked and I missed it.
Yeah, same here.
Replays. Damn you, show us a replay.
They will.
Well, you called it, Ashton. Big Show would eat the pin.
Oh, yeah. I thought everyone knew that.
It's going to glitch out on me again. You watch. Right as they're about to show the replay.
And guess what? Big Show didn't only eat the pin, but earlier on in the match, he ate the double submission, too.
Well, it's the big job.
Feed him more. Get it? Because he ate the pin and 2 submissions at the same time?
Oh, that's a 5-star knee slapper. Oh, crap. You know what it was. Oh, look at this. I know, they're showing the... Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
John, oh, look at this. This happened way earlier.
No, yeah, no, I know it was a replay. I just thought that's how Punk won. And now I know that's how this controversial decision came to be.
Big Show went for the knockout. Cena hit an AA on Big Show, and then Punk threw Cena out and picked up the win.
Very smart.
Nice. The reign continues.
Well done. John, didn't you predict that, like, move for move?
I thought Punk would use the title belt off Cena's skull. But other than that, yes, I did predict it in that fashion.
Yeah. Look at Punk trash talking Cena. I love it.
God, I love Punk. God, I love him.
I want him to hang on to that belt till Royal Rumble. I don't even want to see him take a break. Just keep on winning. That would be
Punk doing You Can't See Me to Cena. Oh my god, this is great. Oh boy.
Why you troll so hard?
Yeah, really. So technically, Punk has won twice tonight.
Yeah, not only that, back-to-back SummerSlams beat John Cena last year, and he beat him and the Big Show this year.
That was he just did the Jimmy Snuka pose. Got down on one knee and threw up the double love signs.
Nice.
Did you catch that, or was it just me?
Briefly.
Yeah. Wow. Punk's a class act, man.
Punk is such an a-hole, and I love it.
What irony. You call him an a-hole, I call him a class act.
I know, right? I just caught that. No, he is a class act to his predecessors. And that's one of the reasons why I love Punk. But in character, as the champion, God, what an a-hole.
And apparently at airports, too. What an a-hole.
Can I have your autograph? No. Best in the world.
Best in the world!
That was surprisingly... That was another match I think exceeded my expectations. But
yeah, seriously, that's both of us, dude. WWE really knows how to do a 3-man match. I think that when they do a Fatal 4-Way, it really starts to kind of digress into just like a series of one-on-one matches. But they really know how to do the triple threat well.
Right.
Because at no point during that match did it feel like a glorified series of one-on-one matches. That was triple threat all the way.
Right. And, maybe that's why, and you're right, because even with my booking that I suggested earlier in the reactions, for that match, I said, oh, why not just take Big Show out and have Punk Cena for a little bit? No, this was an honest to good triple threat from bell to bell.
Piers Morgan, that guy's awesome.
He is awesome. I miss him on America's Got Talent. Come back and
Piers Morgan is like the Roddy Piper of talk shows.
Definitely. Wish he'd replace Howie Mandel on America's Got Talent. God, he grates on my nerves.
Rick Rubin.
Don't even know who that is.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said that I did.
Wow, David Arquette.
Oh,
wow,
he's
David Arquette.
shoving the World Heavyweight title in our faces. Oh, God. John, I'm going to need the nightlight tonight.
You and me both.
Maria Menounos. God, she's hot.
I pinned the Divas Champion twice. Give me a title match.
I got Eve Torres' spray tanner on my butt, and everyone thought I crapped myself.
The benefits of wearing white attire for everyone else.
Uh-oh, WWE films.
Is this David Otunga's movie?
John, you got way too excited for that.
I miss Otunga. I'm not going to apologize for it. Otunga for life.
Alright, so the WWE Championship match is over. CM Punk is still your WWE Champion, thank goodness. Now we are getting a recap of the United States Championship match from the pre-show.
And could it finally be time for the main event? Brock Lesnar versus Triple H.
Yes, indeed. After a horrible performance by Kevin Rudolph.
Yes, yes. And like I said, unless it was an important promo or something worth hearing, my way of watching this pay-per-view has been on mute all night, so I had the fortune of missing that segment.
Lucky. He tried to do an electric guitar solo, but I don't think it was plugged in because I didn't hear it.
What a fail. Are you ready for the perfect storm?
Oh. More lame WWE jargon.
Oh. Well,
on him.
I see I'll be crying inside tonight.
Well, at least you won't be crying on the outside.
And yet, still, you haven't learned anything from sensitivity training. Well, wait, you never took the classes, so we're all back at square one. I'm definitely picking Brock to go over here. My prediction stands.
I'm not picking him to go over, I'm just hoping that he will.
I think he'll go over by Paul Heyman interference. Paul Heyman's a beast.
That's very true.
I think it would be cool if Stephanie would be there so she could take on Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that could very well be. I mean, if Shawn Michaels can't be there, Stephanie McMahon proved to be more useful than Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, she really knocked him down the other night, a couple weeks ago.
You know it's sad when Shawn Michaels is portrayed as the damsel in distress in a situation where even Stephanie McMahon tackled somebody.
That is so bad.
The main event, the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania, a pussy.
Yeah, I hated the portrayal of Shawn Michaels here. He is so much better than this. It's ridiculous. The main events. The championships. The Hall of Fame ring.
If he was retired, he shouldn't come back to TV. I love Heyman in the background. Oh my God, you broke his arm!
Brock Flabner. Come on, Brock, make your way to the ring. Do it.
You know his music's gonna hit first.
Yes. Suck.
Suck
that wind.
There it is.
That wind. Suck that wind. Suck that wind. Suck. Yes, so worth it. I feel good.
In the MMA shorts. With Heyman at his side.
That's the
Let's
one.
make a special note that this is not a no disqualification match. Not officially yet, at least.
Nash, I got a somewhat weird question to ask you in regards to this match.
I bet you I'll have a somewhat normal answer for you in regards to this match.
I'm mostly expecting that, yes. Do you expect the start to be, like Triple H going down just like Cena, or do you expect him to hold his own at the start of this match?
How is that a weird question?
I mean, because we know Cena's like this, portrayed as this big powerhouse, again, the ultimate superstar. But I could actually see Triple H having an easier time grounding Lesnar in the early going instead of being totally punked out, like, in my opinion, Cena was at Extreme Rules. I guess
I don't know.
To put it succinctly, I don't see Triple H looking as helpless.
Right. Well, and I mean, let's face it, even though Triple H and John Cena are portrayed similarly, Cena is portrayed as more of like the pretty boy pussy, and Triple H is portrayed as more as like the barbarian, I throw spears at animals to live kind of guy.
You think I like killing these small animals? I do it to survive.
No, that's Shawn Michaels.
So true.
Shawn Michaels isn't as much of a man as Triple H. He uses a gun to kill his small animals. Triple H uses a spear.
Or hell, even the new Wade Barrett, apparently. I was brought into a world of lies. Because the truth is, life is pain.
I once wrestled a moose to the ground with my bare hands. Lesnar's going to attack him from behind. How much you want to bet? And he turns around to do his water spit.
And here is Triple H now. He has his angry face on. We know Triple H with angry face is bad news for Brock Lesnar.
And yet he still cares more about posing for the crowd than beating his opponents. I'm strong, roar!
I have the power!
Gayest cartoon ever.
But that intro was so epic.
He-Man, master of the universe. The manliest man that was ever supposed to live, and he wears a cheetah print loincloth.
I could expect the same attire to be worn by one Dolph Ziggler. In fact, he did kind of wear that in his early run. And we all know Dolph's a beast.
Oh my god, they're treating it like a boxing match.
What?
All the lights are out, and they have the spotlights on the guys.
Oh.
Wow, seriously?
Lesnar!
That's why creatively the booking of Brock Lesnar's been very interesting. Like the packaging, I mean.
It's just so different.
It is, and I like different though. That's the thing. It works. This gives it like a surreal big fight feel, and hell, it's the main event. So Triple H still looks to be in great shape.
Oh, that's funny. I wonder how all of the internet marks will react. Are they all going to continue raving about the WWE title not being in the main event, or are they going to turn heel and embrace the hypocrisy and say, "Oh, but this is different. It's not John Cena. It's Triple H."
Embrace the hypocrisy. And we see interesting start. I just
is immediately going after Triple H's arm. I'm telling you, he's gonna freaking win by referee decision here. He's gonna break Triple H's arm, and the ref's gonna have to call a match. And Triple H is gonna get up, and he's gonna be like, "No, don't end the match. I can do this." And the ref,
I'm God.
Wrong arm, Lesnar. You frickin' twit.
Look at Lesnar here using the, wrapping his legs, getting a nice body scissors around the game.
Is it? Oh, I thought it was the right arm. I guess it is the left. I never give Lesnar enough credit as an in-ring guy. He sells like a beast.
He does. I definitely
has to, when he has to. He's not somebody that should sell a lot just because of how big and how much of a presence he has. But when he does sell, he does a darn good job of it. Look, there he goes again. The ultimate babyface move. If you're overpowered by a heel, just close them over the top rope. That's the ultimate equalizer. Triple H stands tall. Wow.
Good night, everybody. That was the end of SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Now, that's what I call a screw job.
You know what Lesnar's probably going to do? He's probably going to do something cheap, like a low blow or like a direct punch in the face or something that's illegal in wrestling but not illegal in MMA.
Right.
And Triple H is going to force the ref to not disqualify him because he said, "Let us fight."
Uh-oh, Lesnar's taking the gloves off. This is like on par with Kurt Angle straps.
Triple H is just like, oh, I see how it is. Oh, Lesnar takes him down.
Now, expect the game to get busted open.
We're going to get blood.
Hey, Cena bled buckets. I would expect Triple H to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. But Cena got busted open the hard way. It's not like Cena bladed. You know?
Oh, God. Look at Lesnar here. Oh, damn.
The arm. Going after the formerly broken arm that healed itself in 3 months.
Your skepticism feeds me. Ashton.
Yes,
I just got a field sort of feeling that I'm having here out in the audience. I'm just wondering if Triple H is going to win by way of his trusty equalizer, the sledgehammer. I just keep thinking that's going to come into play here.
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it came into play, but I don't think he'll win with it.
I just think because if they, that was a vicious maneuver by Brock, and if they're going to kind of tell the story where Triple H really has to battle back and survive the perfect storm just to really bring the pun to its cheesiest, You know, I could see him bringing in the sledgehammer.
Don't worry about it, dude. Triple H is already no-selling the arm.
Have no fear, I won't sell.
Now we know where Sheamus learns.
It must be so great to pay your dues like Triple H, because you still get the paycheck like the fat cat you are and not have to do a damn thing. Probably laughing at this crowd because he's like, I don't even have to sell and I'm still getting paid. Oh, God, it's hysterical.
You know, if Lesnar broke Triple H's so arm as easily as he did the first time, what's stopping him from breaking it as easily as he did the first time this time?
Yeah, because he's certainly imposing his will in this contest. It's not like Triple H is showing much resistance.
Yeah.
Um,
Triple H is just kind of bending over and taking it. He might as well be playing Hit Me With Your Best Shot in the background.
Yeah, we need a Rocky-style montage for Triple H here.
Oh, look, he kicked Lesnar in the gut.
Oh, he's trying to get him to gas out even earlier. He's trying to hasten the process. It's like, if I kick him in the gut hard enough.
First row doesn't look like they're running out of breath yet, so I don't think...
Yeah, but if Triple H kicks Brock in the gut hard enough, he'll deflate, and then Triple H will win by default. And by the way, for all of you wondering and who may be tempted to comment, no, I would not want to face Brock Lesnar. I may be a prick, but I'm a smart prick.
Like Edge.
Exactly. Why would you go for a right hand when the guy's working on your arm? Cerebral assassin my ass.
He didn't break his nose, but Lesnar's nose is bleeding.
We got color in this match.
Wow, John.
I'm just using the old school term. That's what they call it.
Would you have called it the same thing if Triple H had turned green and puked?
Ew.
Yes. Yes, I would have.
So, just wanted to make sure.
Because I am dedicated, damn it. It's still real to me, damn it. I don't know. This is feeling all too familiar. I don't think the beating...
Triple H getting pulled by the hair.
Oh.
That's one...
I think what this match will come down to for a lot of people is your definition of brutal, because I'm sure some people are going to comment that they felt John Cena got brutalized more. But, I mean, Triple H has a lot to come back from. He is in a world of hurt right now.
Attaboy, Trips. No sell that arm.
Go for those right hands, even though that's a target area. You're probably looks like a red flag.
Attaboy, get that DDT with your injured arm.
Get the blood flowing back into it so you have an excuse for Jerry Lawler to pitch to the audience.
Yeah.
Is it going to come down to who sucks win or who doesn't sell? Find out at SummerSlam.
The answer is both. Bork Laser.
And you can see a middle-aged man just collapsed in the first row. I think Brock Lesnar has officially taken all of his oxygen. That is a trend we can expect to see continue in this contest.
Oh, I didn't even notice that, John. Thanks for pointing that out. There's a small child next to that old man who just collapsed, so we might want to get that kid an oxygen tank first. You know, yeah, women and children first.
You guys are messed up.
Let's just say if sucking that wind was an Olympic event, Brock Lesnar would be the new Michael Phelps. Phelps, eat your heart out. Triple H continues to get brutalized here. Still steps now coming into play.
See that? We can do wrestling commentary and still bring it back to pop culture.
Because we own. Which, for those of you sick of us stating the obvious, well, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, right into the table. Look at Michael Cole, like, getting out of dodge.
Well, Triple H is going to pee blood later.
Oh, God.
Kidney shot.
Somewhere, Linda oh, what is Brock doing?
Jumping.
The hell? Whoa, that was sick. I'm like you. I don't give Brock enough credit, but that was nice. It was different, for sure.
That's like when he did that to Cena, but he ended up jumping too high and he fell out the ring. I'm sorry, but that spot still cracks me up to this day. He just runs up against the ropes, jumps on top of the steel steps from the middle of the ring, and dives over the top rope to nail Cena. Oh man, that's almost as hilarious as his neck-breaking shooting star press. Michael Cole, he's not a superstar, he's a butt kicker. Michael Cole, why you so PG?
A cradle from Lesnar. Are you serious? Wow. How much did you expend out of that, Brock?
This doesn't even feel like a Brock Lesnar match. This feels like a Triple H versus anybody Triple H ever faces match.
Now, that's a bad thing, I take it?
Well, it's supposed to be Brock Lesnar. Like, when Brock Lesnar faced John Cena, it felt like it was different.
Oh.
What?
Does he have teeth? The whole thing on it.
It's a mouth guard, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, when Lesnar faced John Cena, it felt different. There was almost like an MMA feel to it. There were a lot more punches being thrown and a lot less punches being pulled. This just feels like a wrestling match that Triple H and Brock Lesnar just so happen to be participating in. Not saying that's a bad thing necessarily, but normally, I guess that I'm expecting more of a fight from Brock Lesnar. I mean,
and for
Lesnar's
all
going for a
the
freaking suplex.
bloated and right, and for all the bloated and gassed out jokes I've been making, Lesnar's really been holding his own here. I've been very impressed with this match.
Yeah.
Like I said in the weeks leading up to it, it was one of those matches where I really could give two thoughts about the story. It's just when that bell rang and the two guys were in the ring, that's when I really cared, because it was Triple H and Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar's angry?
He ain't got nothing on Mark Henry. Nothing.
I didn't tell you could get as angry as me. I gotta say, no matter how awesome these guys sell, no matter how awesome Dolph Ziggler sells, none of them will ever sell as well as Devon Dudley did.
That was quite random.
I'm sorry, but when he got dropped off a ladder and just starts, vibrating his entire body, that's hilarious.
I remember that. I think it was because he was so deathly afraid of heights, he was probably seizuring from the reaction. Man, that announce table has been punished. The only thing we need is somebody to actually go through it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, there's so much punishment an announce table can take before somebody goes through the freaking thing.
I actually thought
They already went through the Spanish one.
I thought Brock was going to get spinebuster through it, to be honest with you.
Uh-oh, Brock's hurt.
Brock's kind of stumbling. It's like when Perfect Cell got punched in the stomach by Gohan and spit up the android. Except with Brock, he'd probably spit up blood, which is not a good thing.
Oh, God. Let's not forget, Brock is recovered from diverticulitis.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He had that.
Yeah. And Triple H is punching him right in the jejunum.
Real classy, Triple H. Yeah, Heyman looks concerned.
See, this is great because Lesnar isn't,
invulnerable.
It's one of those things where he's making people guess. Even if you're just an MMA fan tuning into this, you're like, oh my God, that guy's such a jerk punching Brock in the stomach. We all know Brock has stomach problems. And if you're a wrestling fan, you're cheering for Triple H because it's like, oh yeah, he found Brock's weakness. Oh, God. He's going to break it. Not if he's getting knee to the gut, though. Oh, man. The psychology of this match just blows my mind. And that is a good thing. That is a good thing. I don't
Very good.
Way this time. Yep, they call him the cerebral assassin for a reason. You mess with my wife, I'll mess with your medical history. I'm sorry, but that's just funny.
Which looks like he's going to set up Brock eventually for that pedigree, but right now he's just driving the knees repeatedly, systematically.
Reminiscent of Damian Sandow, except to the gut instead of head.
Triple H, you're welcome.
Spinebuster!
Oh,
Trips is mad. He's hulking up.
I love when he gets wound up like that.
Back body drop. Oh, F5.
Oh.
No. Pedigree. Back body drop. Pedigree. Oh, God, he hit it.
Did he get the 3 count?
Kick
way
out,
for
Brock.
you over that
1,
fast.
2. Good, he kicked out.
No way.
Awesome.
Good. Has the pedigree been DDT'd?
No.
When was the last time Triple H picked up a win with 1 pedigree?
Okay, then it has been DDT'd. But isn't that a bit harsh? Maybe it's just been... What's a maneuver that, like, it's not exactly like a mid-match maneuver. It can put people away. You just need more than one, I guess, to do it. Oh, low blow.
Oh, man. Have fun making more kids now, Triple H. I'm sure that if you do Paul Lesnar, Paul Heyman will make fun of them. Listen to Heyman. He's just screaming.
That's what I always loved best about Heyman when he managed Brock. He would just be like, come on, Brian. Like, oh my God, the Hell in a Cell when he faced The Undertaker. And Brock's like busted open and he had his ass kicked. Brock, we're losing. Brock, we're losing. Like, he sounded so helpless. Heyman is just so colorful. I love Paul Heyman.
Best manager in the business today.
Indeed.
F5!
He got it.
Kick out.
Oh, man, 2.5.
Ow. They're really letting this match go, aren't they?
Indeed.
Uh-oh. What's Heyman getting?
Sledgehammer. Watch.
Uh-oh, Kimura.
Again. God, oh.
Uh-oh.
I was just about to say, Brock Lesnar and Del Rio trained together, but Brock Lesnar did get it cinched in here.
Here we go. Pedigree. Pedigree.
Pedigree again here.
That's it.
Did he get it?
Yeah, he hit the pedigree, but he's struggling to cover Lesnar, so he's going to kick out.
Oh no!
Oh.
Back into the Kimura. Holy crap. He's going to break it, I'm telling you. It's going to happen.
Tap out. Brock needs this win. Tap out.
No, Triple H won't tap out. Brock Lesnar will just break his arm again.
Put him back in his office space where he belongs.
Triple H tapped out.
Yes! Yes, right call. Right call.
Wow.
Wow.
In my opinion, that's even better than breaking the arm. I mean, that shows dominance outright.
WWE did the right thing with this.
Who this?
Michael Cole, Jesus, what a fight!
This pay-per-view was incredible.
It was very, very good, I'll give you that.
In my opinion, the weakest match on this card was the tag title match.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
Every other match was like, even the IC title match for me personally, I think I may have enjoyed it a little bit more than you did, but even you said towards the end it sucked you in.
Yep.
Tag title match was the most boring match on this card, and what would you expect? There's primetime players in it. I can't even give too much against that match. If only Epico and Primo were a part of it, this pay-per-view
Oh
would
God,
have
he
been
broke
perfect.
Triple H's arm. Let's put him in a neck brace.
Carefully, Triple H tapped out.
What a pussy, right?
That
He
is
only got his
so-
arm broken.
That is so unnormal for him to tap out of anything.
He's not John Cena. Triple H is...
Yeah, it's really not that long ago that he tapped out the first time. Undertaker, WrestleMania, what was it, Action 26?
26
true.
or 27.
Okay, yeah. You guys are...
Or 27. 27 it was. Tapped out to Undertaker then.
Tapped out to Ric Flair every frickin' time they met in the ring.
And it was the same arm that was supposed to have been broken before.
Oh, yeah, that was his left arm. That was the right one. I mean, the correct one.
I know some people were speculating. They thought that Brock in his entire run probably wasn't going to pick up any victories. He was just going to be an ass kicker, and then they pull it out. I'm so glad he got a win here. Because now whoever he faces at the next big pay-per-view, which I'm assuming is going to be Survivor Series, I'll care more about the angle because he beat the game. And it was a great contest.
And it's going to be freaking Randy Orton. I guarantee it.
Oh, I want that match so bad, dude. You have no idea.
Brock is going to go against Taker.
WrestleMania, yeah. We're talking about Survivor Series though, huh?
Somewhere, Shawn Michaels is like, wow, we both got punked out.
Yeah. Who's drunk?
And hey, I mean, I had my fun earlier, but I'll tell you, that was a contest right there.
Triple H doesn't know what to do. His arm's destroyed. I think that they did sell that the arm was broken then in the replay.
He's not writhing in pain, though. He's, like, mustering up his willpower.
This kind of all goes back to what Paul Heyman said. This is Triple H's out. This is Triple H's last stand. You tapped out, Chance!
Oh my!
Crowd is merciless.
Look at that! Look at his like facial expression to that. Like, yeah, I tapped out. I know.
I'm sorry, he says.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but the fact that the crowd's chanting "You tapped out" to somebody that just got their arm broken, it's like, wow, that's brutal.
Really, yeah.
Especially to a supposedly really over babyface like Triple H.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, we're not dealing with some schmuck here.
I mean it's wicked, but it's hilarious.
Now he's been around.
Now they're panning to people clapping for him. Yeah, you can't drown out those chants, WWE. I'll try and pretend like they didn't happen. I guarantee you we're going to see edited footage of the result tomorrow night on Raw.
Oh, look at him.
And the crowd was so respectful to Triple H. You tapped out. It's all about the game. And how I'm tapping? Cry.
Graphic though. I wonder what's going to happen.
Cry. He couldn't even give us a single tear to slide down his cheek. Weak sauce.
Like Bobby Roode there for a minute.
Beg pardon?
I said, God, he looked like Bobby Roode there for a minute.
I know, right?
If his hair was curlier, he'd be a frickin' twin.
Well, he's still married to Stephanie, so who's the real winner here?
Aww.
I really don't feel bad for him. I know that's the desired effect that he wants, but I'm a dick. So.
And he's still married to Stephanie. And he's still heir apparent to the frickin' company.
Yeah, really, why should I feel bad for you, you jerk? Like, you're not even the 1%. You're a percentage all by yourself.
You're the 0.01%.
Yeah, really, you douche. Get the hell off my television. You tapped out.
Those are wicked.
A company that you're going to own soon, and you made yourself tap out. Come on, man.
You guys got what you wanted, so just be happy.
I guess COO stood.
I'm bummed.
You're a wuss. Just like Triple H.
I guess COO really should have been COOO for coward out of options. Oh! I am so good.
Wow, and SummerSlam is officially over. That
was an epic pay-per-view. I'm telling you guys. Ashton, I'm going to pose a question to you because it's instantly went to my mind. Skip it, search it, buy it. What would you give this?
Buy it.
Definitely. I'm right there with you. I'm going to once again assert, guys, the weakest match on this card for me personally, definitely the tag title match. Did we even get any filler on this card besides the musical performance?
No.
Yeah, we didn't. And
We didn't even get any really, like, annoying, pointless backstage comedy segments.
match of the night, I think I got to give it to Lesnar Triple H, but a definite solid second for me is definitely Jericho Ziggler.
Yeah. Yep.
And for me, Del Rio Sheamus takes bronze. That was incredible. And I can tell you that if those two matches weren't on the card, it would have easily taken gold. I was so proud of Del Rio tonight. The ending was but man, Del Rio was good. And Sheamus as well, for what it was worth.
All right. Well, like I said, I would definitely give this a buy it. Very good show. I would say this is the best show, best show of the year, behind WrestleMania and Extreme Rules. So number 3 out of, 8 so far?
Yeah, I think so.
Not bad, not bad. Made it into the top half. John, any last words before I turn the recording off?
This was so much fun. I want to thank Ashton for having me on. This was an amazing pay-per-view, guys. Again, my personal match of the night. I mean, I have my fun at Brock's expense. That main event was friggin' solid. Jericho Ziggler in second, and much to my pleasant surprise, Sheamus Del Rio in third. Just an epic contest.
All right. Alrighty. Everybody, this is going to be us signing off. Like John said, great show, great contests. We had a little bit of fun making fun of the likes of Brock Lesnar and Big Show, but in the end, it's all good fun, and we were thoroughly entertained the whole time. This is Ian Izzle and Vocal Aggression signing out.